I had the shits on Thursday.
Oof. Oh man, that's gotta And now you think we'll even stay up.
For those who
you can't even get it up, Chinny.
Chinny can't
This
get
is
it up.
This was
You
like
can't get it up.
how unstable my sphincter was.
It was
Okay.
completely open.
It just keeps falling down.
Yeah, it does.
And
sorry,
ever since I've not felt great. I was feeling better yesterday, and I was all right this morning, but like my throat is really hurting now.
I'm
So,
sorry to hear it.
I'm really happy to be doing a activity where you speak a lot.
Great.
Well, why don't we get this done quickly and you can go lie down?
Yeah, you can.
Lie down. We are live.
Yeah, we
Are
are.
we live? Are we live? Are we live?
You ready to start?
Yes.
We're starting.
So,
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Gotta get this done fast. Come on, hurry up.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell you about every single game that you play this week. News, reviews, and an indie pick. Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior. It's the veteran gamers.
That's weird.
It's the veteran gamers.
Hello. That's suspicious.
Yeah, boy. Switch that console up before you have to press repeat, yo.
Do not give these guys things that make sounds. No props that make noises. They cannot stop using them.
hello and welcome to episode 662 of the Veteran Gamers podcast.
Yay, 6662. What's up, people? I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
And that's Chinny, who's not
I
on
don't
the
even
on-
know
call
what
today.
Chinny. What is he doing?
I'm on mute.
He's
I'm
trying
on
to
mute.
use his voice as little as possible. 'Cause he
Oh,
doesn't
mute.
feel well.
He's
Yeah.
on feeling dicky in his tummy.
Yeah.
Is what he's on.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling dick.
And my bad.
Yeah.
I got a bad throat as well, which has come on
Do
today.
you know, Ginny, just to warn you, one of the new symptoms for COVID is the shits. Just saying.
I don't think it is.
Have you
No,
had
it
a
is.
COVID
That's
test?
true. That
I
is
haven't.
true.
No, I haven't. No.
It's totally
Okay,
true.
well,
One of the
I hope
newest
it's
ones
not.
is having the shits. Trust me.
Well,
I hope you don't have COVID.
Yeah, I hope you don't have it, but just saying.
well,
Just
You
saying,
don't
I'll
look
laugh at
great.
you if you have it.
Just saying, you don't look
might
great.
Shall I do another live test? I should do.
Yeah, let's do another live test. Let's see if you're
You
positive.
stuff things in your nose.
I don't know why I'm getting
Anyway,
so
this is a video game
enthusiastic.
podcast, people. Don't worry, we will be talking about video
Yeah,
games
we
soon.
will.
You're gonna have to forgive me as well because my brain is scattered in 100 different directions. I just had my first week of school. I'm trying to get stuff ready. You can see my to-do list here with all the stuff on it.
Oh, is that all
Um,
that's on it?
It's just been really stressful, and I got a lot to do before tomorrow morning. So, yeah, if I seem distracted, that's why.
Distracted.
But I'm here.
So this is
You're
going to be
voted
the
to
show where
this
Stu
show.
just talks to himself.
I'm all right, I think.
Well, I mean,
Just-
is that really that different from
just-
most shows?
No, actually, no. That's
Um,
pretty bang on, isn't it? Yeah.
I think we're all a bit shit after
not
COVID,
shit.
regardless. No, I mean, there's feeling shit in general.
Oh,
I don't know.
I've had a crap week. I've got to say, actually, personally.
sorry.
Sounds
Sounds like you got a story coming up here.
My
No,
favorite
it's not doing
time.
that, but-
No,
It's
it's
story time.
It's okay. Go ahead. That's why I play the clip.
Yeah, no, I just feel tired all the time, and
Yeah.
I've got right. I wake up every morning with just loads of phlegm. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Is it possible,
coffee.
Stuart, that maybe that's because like there's been some change in your national family?
I don't think it's anything to do with that.
Could it be that you have a hole in your heart,
Phlegmy.
like a
phlegmy
candle in
hole.
the wind?
No.
Well,
oh, you
a
can't
different
use that
kind of
song.
candle. No, you
Holy
cannot.
man.
She would not
That's
be happy
Diana
about me using that
Association,
song.
that is.
What?
is
Was
the
there
matter
any
with
bad
you?
blood between Diana and the Queen?
No.
Not that I heard of.
Not that I heard of.
They all seem like they're getting along well now.
Yeah,
Well, they
there's
have to
really-
now. They live together now. In the
Well, not Megan, but anyway.
But yeah, I just feel awful every morning when I get up, and I'm not sleeping
sorry to hear
well,
that.
and I
Ugh.
wake up in the middle of the night just coughing. And I'm like,
Yeesh.
who knows?
There's a dark cloud over all our lives. The Duchess
we're
got
fucked.
stung by some kind of insect in the yard last night, and she couldn't sleep.
I'll tell you what,
And,
what
like,
a
I'm freaking
depressing,
out about-
We're
Well, what the-
destined to be
Welcome to the
screwed.
Veteran
what a
Gamers, where
depressing
everything is
opening to the
screwed.
show.
Yeah, and the
Um,
Queen died.
here to
by
have
the way.
fun.
You just mentioned it.
Yeah.
So respect.
First time listeners. Oh God, sorry.
Dan's just right. I'll talk about this. This kind of connected to a little story, but not a story. But anyway, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have
Okay,
got
what's
a
the thing?
story. I have got a
Yes.
story because
Go ahead, shoot.
for Christmas this year, and neither of you will have probably heard of this, but I wanted an Omega Moon Swatch.
I've heard of Omega.
Right, so they've gone into conjunction with Swatch
Okay.
Watch, and they've made.
I didn't know they
basic-
still existed. I thought they were dead in the 80s. Go
What
on.
Swatch? No, they're still going strong. But basically, they've gone into conjunction with Swatch, and they've done like a Swatch Seamaster for the moon
Okay.
landings, because obviously Omega was made the first watch that was on the moon. Okay, it's kind of cool,
So
and
this
it
is a
looks-
very fancy watch.
It kind of is a fancy Swatch watch.
How did they
How much
make?
are we talking?
How did they make a watch on the moon?
No, it's the first watch to be on the moon. So
Yeah, but
obviously,
how did it get there if no one's on there,
on
Stu?
someone's
If you're
wrist
so
when they
bloody s-
landed on the moon.
Yeah, but they don't make it on somebody's wrist. Think about it,
What?
Stu.
They just send it in a tiny rocket,
just
a,
send it
in a
a
tiny rocket to the
watch-sized
moon.
rocket up to
Yeah,
the
Think
there
you
moon.
we
do.
go.
Now you're
That's
getting
why
sensible.
whenever they say 4 payments of $65, holy shit.
Okay.
Whenever you see people trading crypto, they say to the moon. It's referencing the watch in a rocket.
See, now
So,
Duke
anyway,
speaking
right.
facts.
Right, these watches are about as rare as rocking horse shit. Okay,
But rocking horses don't poo, Stu. You're not making any
Exactly.
sense.
exactly
The
right.
Do you know what I
important thing
mean?
is that you have a watch, which is a thing
Right,
you
but-
could not possibly get the telling of time
You
any other
can't
way.
get-
Like
you-
with
you-
instance, with
Exactly.
the phone in your pocket.
Yeah, but these watches are cool. But anyway, here's the thing,
Oh,
right?
okay. Wow.
You can't buy them online. There are only certain stores
I just
that
saw the
stock
website where
them.
it said you could buy it online.
No, you can't. Not unless you get a fake one. So you're not able to buy them online. You can't get. There's only certain stores stock them. There's 4 in the whole of the UK that stock them.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, my daughter was in Madrid this week on holiday, and there are 2 stores
Okay.
in Madrid that stock them.
Oh.
And lo and behold,
And there
she
was a
went-
guy on the street corner who's like, I got him. I got your
No.
hookup.
So she went to both, and both didn't have them. So
Oh.
neither of them had any in stock. And then
Oh,
the
man, I
day
hope this has a happy
before-
ending where you do
It's
actually
coming,
get it.
it's
You
coming.
hold your wrist up. And you're
So
like,
the
"Look."
day before she came home, she went to the shop and said, "Have you got any in?" And she said, "We're getting a delivery this afternoon, but you'll have to come back
Oh,
later."
so she had to hang out at the store all
So
day.
they went. No, they went shopping. They did some other stuff. As they
You
were coming back,
ruined
there
her
was a
holiday.
there was a security guard.
Get
stood
back in
out.
that store.
What you've got to understand, when these launched, it was chaos. People were punching each other to try and get one right. It was like,
And for a
fucking
good
ridiculous.
reason. I mean, this is an
Yeah.
amazing piece of tech that you're
Fucking
going to have
ridiculous.
on for
Ridiculous.
decades. There's no way this is going to
Yeah.
be in a drawer 2 years from now.
So anyway, so she went to the store. There was a security guard stood outside, and like her boyfriend's like, "I think they've got him. Why is there a security guard suddenly outside the shop?" So they
Yeah.
went in, and she got me one, but she faked me out completely. Sent me loads of it. No, I've really tried, but I just couldn't get you one. I'm so sorry.
Ah, she got you fish hooked.
She did, and then obviously
Nice.
materialized it out of the backpack when they
Came
got back
in and
from
said,
the holiday.
"Bam, what
And I
now?
was
So
like,
let's see
"Oh
it."
my God, you've got me one. No, you can't.
Materialized
It's
it
been
out
put
of the
away for
backpack.
Christmas. It's a Christmas present, so I'm not allowed it.
What?
I know.
Why would you do that?
Well, it's a Christmas present.
Well, yeah, but there's no point. You know what it is.
Well, I know, but it's it's exciting when I get it at Christmas. I like
I'm
getting the
so
Christmas presents.
confused. Whatever.
I know
All
you
right,
don't
well,
believe in opening presents at Christmas and shit, but you know.
Well, no,
But it's
I
cool.
do, but
Needless
it
to say,
doesn't make
I
sense
am
to say. Like
super
if I bought the Duchess some new gardening tool, and then I was like, I got this for you. Look at it, and now you don't get to touch it until Christmas. That just seems weird to me.
Millie should have not told you till Christmas Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, well, you see, there was a.
But then you would have gotten another one some other way.
Correct. They thought about that, right? But I'd have been trying to figure out how to get one. So she
They
said,
know
No,
you
no,
too well.
There
no,
was no
that
point.
that is weak shit.
But here's the
Because what I would have
stupidness.
done, Stu, is
Yeah.
not told you and then slowly like said you shouldn't get one. You shouldn't get one.
Oh, my
People-
friend got one. His hand
Yeah,
fell off.
subliminal
Yeah,
message.
people with goatees just don't look right with it.
But here's the thing, though.
It's weird because it's on your wrist.
much like the Steam Deck, right? These retail at £250, £207 in the UK. They are £207,
And they're being resold for £500.
£600 or £700 they're going for on eBay, right? And
It's a
the man in the shop
watch.
said to her, "Do you want two?" So she could have bought another one and scalped someone with it.
Yeah,
She said-
some capitalist your daughter
she
is.
said, "Do you know what though?" Give her a juice. She said, "I just couldn't do it. Just could not."
I
do it."
could.
But yeah,
Oh.
700 quid they're going for on eBay. It's ridiculous
I could have done it
just to
like
get these
ridiculous.
watches.
done it like that.
But it is cool. It's so cool. I'm so.
How do you
impressed
know you're
I
not
love
allowed to
it.
touch it?
No, I've had a look at it. I was allowed to
Oh,
look.
okay.
But then I had to pack it away
Did you
again.
lick it?
I didn't know. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But it,
Well, that's a
I'm
heck of a
just good.
story. Thank
I
you for
love
sharing that.
watches. I can.
Oh.
Happy.
My
Kept
story
me
is,
very happy this week.
There's this organization called American Players Theater, and they came to our school last year, and I had a hell of a time organizing it, coming into two different classrooms. And now they want it to happen in the classrooms in our school. There's 3 of them this year, and then I also had to coordinate it with the people at East High School. So I've got new emails to send about that, and I have to do all this other work for school, so it's very stressful. That's my fun story time. Chinny, you got any story
You're
time?
busy.
No, Chinny's dead.
What? Sorry, I fell asleep.
Where are you going?
I went
Story's over.
clay.
Oh no, he has got a story. He's got
Huh?
a story.
I went clay pigeon shooting yesterday.
Oh yeah, did you kill a lot
Oh,
of clay
I
pigeons?
love that. I've only ever done it once. It was great.
I only killed the real ones.
Oh,
I shoot birds at the
I see
airport.
what you did there.
Everybody
So,
hates birds.
I
right?
Marsh, we know Marsh, friend of the show.
Yeah, good old Marsh.
We do.
Marsh is into many hobbies, but the best thing, Marshy's best talent in life, is looking like he's when he first turns up to a new hobby, looking like he's been there for 20 years. Like
Yeah, get
he's
all
got
the
all
kit.
got all the gear, got everything. So when we went
Alright.
shooting, he had his
So
own.
was this him when he was trying to get a gun?
Forget about the badge! When do we get the freaking guns?
Well, he already had his own gun.
Oh, nice.
He got a license for a gun. He had all the
Oh,
jacket, the vest,
See,
the
that's
boots.
bullshit, man. You shouldn't need a license for a gun. You're not in the land of the free.
And then
Yeah, you should just get one.
so then, but the funny thing was, I beat him on the scorecard,
Oh,
and
take that, Marsh.
That's
I was
great.
top of the group. I only out of 24 clays,
Nice.
I missed
Damn.
2. I got 22.
crap.
So
How many people were competing?
there was about like 8 of us in the group.
Suck it, other 7 people.
Yeah, suck it,
Yeah.
you craphead.
So
Yeah.
I only missed 2.
So what, did you get a trophy
clay.
or something?
Well, he was like, "Oh, okay, who's the winner?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, me. I won." And he's like,
Woo.
"Great."
Is that it?
You got an achievement.
Achievement unlocked.
There you go.
Great.
Shot clay
Best,
pigeons.
best skeet shooter around.
Yeah.
I thought like I don't know, like he'd give you like a voucher or something like to come back.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Some sort of. Now, you know, Chinny, it's very cheap to buy yourself a little trophy or a ribbon or a
Yes.
plaque or something.
Yes,
You should totally do that.
I should do that and then send
Yeah.
it to Marsh and be like, "Oh, have you seen my trophy that I won? They sent me
Yeah.
in the post."
That's right.
Do you know, Chidi, you sound like you're literally about to fall asleep.
Well, I mean, there is a danger of that
I
When
think
you-
there is. I
when
genuinely
Duke
think.
starts
I'm gonna
talking
look
about
round.
work, but it also is because my voice
Yeah.
is
Dazzle, when you're
struggling.
not feeling well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, should we talk about video games now?
Yeah, we should do that. I think Chidi's gonna literally be gone.
What you been playing?
So, who's going? Who's going
So-
first? This is great.
Yeah, I'll go first
Flowing.
because
Flowing, baby.
there's been some exciting news on the Rocket League front.
Oh God.
Yeah, prepare to not go asleep this time. Now, actually, Jenny, you can't pull up a bunch of people hitting some beach ball around on the on a pitch with cars. I need you to show the actual footage I have linked
I'm
because
doing that. I'm doing that.
thank you. It's you can't say I'm not justified in suspecting that you're gonna put up some bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So season 7 just ended. Season 8 began, and we got our rewards. As you know, I've been living in the. Hey, the Duchess is coming home. She just turned into the driveway, so she'll be in the house in about 10 minutes. I've been living in the Diamond 1 area, so I worked really hard to get my Diamond reward. And it's the stupidest goddamn rewards we've ever gotten in Rocket League.
It's always stupid.
No. Sometimes they're cool. The cars are kind of nifty. The goal explosions are neat. I mean, compared to this one, good God. This video was the first one I saw that was like Season 7 rewards. And the commentary is like, you've got to be kidding me. It's just so usually when you get a new goal or a new rocket boost, which is what these are, it's like flames or, you know, if it's diamond, the little diamonds are coming out of the back of your car or something like that. This is just a line. It's literally just a
looks
column
like-
of light.
See that?
Like a neon metal rod coming out of the arse of the
exactly.
soul.
Yeah,
And it's
that
got
looks
like
weird.
diagonal hash marks, but that's it. That's all. And it's like colored bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, whatever. It's the stupidest reward ever. And as soon as they announced it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, all right, they're gonna have to change it because people are gonna be so pissed off. No, that's exactly what we got. It's the
Why would they
dumbest
change
thing
it
ever.
at this point? They're just like, whatever, fuck it.
Because
I've
they
run out of
changed it.
ideas.
No, they've changed it when they gave us the dragon nameplates a few seasons back. I thought those were cool, but a lot of people hated them, so they gave another nameplate that didn't have the dragon on it. And so they're responsive to the community sometimes, but not this time. It's the dumbest reward ever. So there's that. And I was like, whatever. I don't need more things on my cars. I got a lot of stuff to make my cars look cool. But I'm always looking for new cars. So here's the thing.
Oh
They've
god.
got a lot of different cars in Rocket League, right? As you
Yeah.
know, Jenny, you got the custom Back to the Future car, right?
I do.
They've got the Kit Knight Rider car. They've
Uh-huh.
got Ferraris. They've teamed up with F1. They've got all sorts of cars in Rocket League. Well, this season, they have, if you subscribe to the Rocket Pass, you know, the premium, you get from the very first level of the Rocket Pass, you get a special car, and then you get special versions of this car later on. And it is, you ready to hear what kind of car it is? It's a Honda Civic.
Oh no.
A Honda Civic? Are you kidding me?
Oh, they're quite
Like, who's
cool car,
excited
though.
about it? No,
To
it's
be
a
fair.
fine car for humans to drive,
To
but
be
not
fair, they're
some
very
fancy
reliable.
video game.
Very reliable
Yeah,
car.
but that's what we wanted in Rocket League is a reliable
very
car.
reliable.
It's very reliable.
I think I will pick
Very reliable.
the reliable car. Thank
They're
you.
reliable.
So I played with it for like a day, and I was like, "This sucks." I'm switching.
I know some people that are really into Honda Civics. I don't know
I'm
what it is.
sure there are people who are really into them, just as there are people who are really into like, I don't know, F1 cars. But I'm just like, whatever. I mean, F1 makes sense because they're fast. Honda Civic's not fast.
It can
Anyway,
be.
that's the news
they're
from
fast in
Rocket
that.
League. I haven't spoken about that before.
No, you never spelled. Do you know that's the first time I've heard of this game? I didn't
Did
even
you know
it
you can
was a
double
thing.
jump in it?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a game.
It's
Till
true.
about 10 seconds ago. Honestly, it's
Hilarious.
revelation.
Next.
That's right.
Right, I'll go next.
Go ahead. You probably have
I'm
the most
still-
games under your belt.
I'm still playing Immortality, but
Ooh.
it's starting to remind me a little bit of Her Story in so much as
This is from the developers of Her Story. It's FMV game. You're moving through
I feel
movie clips.
like I'm on the cusp of figuring out what the fuck's going on.
Oh, next week you're gonna be like, oh, dude, my brain got blown apart.
But I just can't find the clip or thing I need to click on to get that elusive thing to find out what the fuck is
Gotcha.
going. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I
getting to the
do.
point
You
towards
can
the
tell there's
end
something out there,
where
but you just can't touch it.
I've got tons and tons of clips available to me, and I'm clicking on stuff,
Yeah.
and then it's taking me back to a clip I've already seen. I'm like, I've already seen that. I've already seen that. I need to click on something else to find out what that is.
Hmm.
What's that? What do I need to click on
How's
here?
that?
And then
know,
what
right?
you end up doing is just clicking on everything because you just want to try and figure out what the fuck's going on, you know? So you end up just clicking on. Do you understand what I mean?
So you're not trying to solve a puzzle anymore.
No, I'm just randomly clicking on
just
stuff. in
randomly
that
He's trying to solve the
hole.
puzzle of how do I get to this thing.
So it's
Yeah, how
almost
do I-
like the fundamental gameplay of this game, which is to investigate the mystery, has
Yeah.
broken down into just clicking on random stuff.
Clicking on stuff that you might not have
So,
clicked on before.
This should be a 1 or 2 out of 5, really.
I'm intrigued,
so.
right?
Because the game has broke.
This is kind of like a real quandary for me because
Mm.
I'm intrigued by the premise. acting is brilliant. The dialogue is really cool. It's
Right.
really cleverly made. I mean, the fact that everything's in there, like read-throughs, rehearsals,
Right.
obviously the takes from the movies, like everything is there. But I feel like you need more of a breadcrumb trail somehow. And I don't know how that would work in a game like this. Do you understand what I mean? I feel like I need
think so.
just some. I mean, I've got towards. I know some shit has gone down, right? I'm getting, I'm understanding some stuff, and I've discovered some stuff that I think might be part of the reason she's disappeared. But I
Right.
just haven't got enough of the pieces to put together to figure it all out.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I don't know. I don't know how best to explain it, but that's kind of how I feel.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm enjoying it. I am, and I keep going back to it because I think, like, well, I've not tried this yet, or
Right.
I'll have a
Is
look
it the
at
kind
that
of thing
clip.
where you're getting ideas, like when you're showering or
Yeah,
something?
yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm
"Oh,
thinking
try
I haven't
that,"
clicked
yeah.
on this in that clip,
Call it
and
the
maybe
shower
I just need to
principle.
look. I need to look a bit.
1 out of
closer
5, Stu.
because I think the vast like clues, all the major clues are in the final movie. Because obviously it's after
Wow.
that movie that she disappears.
Yeah.
So you only get to that movie from the because when you start off, you're only in the earlier movie to begin with, and then obviously they start linking to stuff from the second movie and then into the third movie. So it does have that progression, through the 3 films. But the problem is when you get to the third movie, you're then clicking on stuff to try and find another clip within that, but then it'll take you back to the first movie again. Do you know what I mean? Because there's obviously actors and producers and people who are in the same movie, like in all 3 movies. So I'm just, I find it equally good and frustrating at the same time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll see how I feel once I figure the whole thing out. And I don't think even when I mean, it was a bit like her story. We all had different interpretations of what was going on, didn't we? I mean, all 3 of us had different things, or we'd seen different things, or
Yeah,
interpreted
and we
things
could
in
give
different
little
ways.
tidbits that we had noticed that other people
And I
hadn't
think
caught, or
this is going to be
even how
exactly
you
the same.
get to a certain thing can be
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be exactly the same. The playthrough will be not the same for 2 people.
Right.
It won't be the same for any 2 people.
And again, that speaks to the very creative ways and very deliberate ways of building a game like this, because you have to allow for those different meandering methods of arriving at the same spot.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I totally get all the effort and time and work that has gone into making this, because it must have just been ridiculous. When you
Most
think this
games
guy-
are, though.
Yeah, but this guy's made three 1-hour movies, full
Yeah,
movies.
but like a
Right.
game where, like a Ubisoft game, there's like 500 people that work
Yeah,
on
I
that
get
game.
all that.
Right,
But then
right.
you've got the actors being the actors in the movies, but also being themselves in, pretend real life.
And you've got in
There's a
most
different
games, you've
kind
got developers
of work
working
that
the
goes into this kind of game. Yes,
It's
fine.
a lot of-
There's an equivalence of.
Doesn't matter. What
work
I'm saying is
probably
all that
in-
effort doesn't matter. What matters is the game. And if the game's
Yeah.
wank, then
Well,
the game's
ultimately,
I'm
that's
not
true,
saying it.
yeah.
I don't think it's wank.
You just
I
said it's wank. You just said the word
did
wank.
not. I said I equally love it, and I'm
You
frustrated.
just said
at
the word
same
wank.
time.
You just called
You
this game
said
wank.
I would rather stab myself in the eye than
You
play
said
this game one more
if
time.
I ever
did.
play this game
Well,
again,
play
we'll
the
talk
audio
about it.
back. I'd rather stab myself in the eye than play this
I
again.
am going to withhold judgment until I've figured out as much as I can, and I
Yeah,
think I
sure.
might have finally got
Yeah.
what's going on.
Let me ask you this question, because I didn't play Lies About Us or whatever it's called.
Telling lies.
Right. In her story, there was kind of a certain point where you're like, all right, I think I've gotten everything I get. Like you felt satisfied that you got
Yeah.
answers. Was there one like that in Telling Lies? Do you
I
expect
didn't
there's going
get
to be one
far
like
enough.
that here?
I did. There was.
Oh,
I got to a point in Telling Lies where I had discovered, because there was like a visual prompt, but
Okay.
the interface was so clunky. And it was really frustrating to play because of the way they designed the gameplay. And
yeah.
it was awful. What I think they've done with this game is taken the best bits of Telling Lies, the best bits of her story, and mashed them together to get this more slick, fuller gameplay. But I'm going to keep on plugging on, because I want to know what happens, and I withhold judgment until I've got
Yeah.
to that kind of point, really,
Of course.
where I think I might have figured
But
out
this
what
would
went
put
on.
a lot of people off, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely. I think it is becoming a little bit of a troll at the end.
yeah.
A
Yeah.
little bit of a. I feel like I've got not forced myself to play it, but I've got to play it in probably smaller chunks.
I don't
'Cause
think
I get a
many
little bit
people would be
frustrated.
as patient as you are, as you're being.
No,
on
you're
this
probably
game.
right. I think you're probably right. Yeah. because it is kind of frustrating because you just want to know what the hell. Like this is again, you can see the guy on the screen. He's clicking and clicking and clicking.
He's clicking like a.
He's not even listening to the dialogue or what they're saying. He's just clicking on stuff in the hope that he might get a clip he hasn't seen before.
Clicking like a madman.
And I feel like that's the point I'm getting to. Like something's going. What's quite interesting is, though, when you click on a prop, for instance, or a character or something of that nature, it doesn't always start at the beginning of the clip. So it could be like halfway through, 3/4 of the way through. So quite often you've missed some of it. So if you click on the left thumbstick, it'll start it from the beginning of the clip rather than halfway through it. And you suddenly find some out. And also, sometimes you get information just by watching it right through till the end, because sometimes stuff happens after they've said, they've ended the take, and then something else might happen after they've ended the take. Or someone might say something in the background.
Proper poo. Is that what they say at the end of the take?
Yeah, that's right. And sometimes if you reverse, go through, you get visual clues pop up if you like reversing through.
Give
a
me
clip.
an example of something if you reversed it.
Well, there was a clip where she's singing "Happy Birthday" in the style of Marilyn Monroe, and when you reverse the clip, there's an actual clip of Marilyn Monroe singing "Happy Birthday" to the president. And I don't know what that means, whether it's just a nod or whatever, but it's just there,
nod?
just in the background.
Nod.
And if you pause it, you can
it's a
see
fucking punch in the face, Stu, not a nod.
It's a nod.
Not a nod.
It's interesting, but it is you've got to have some patience and you've got to put a bit of effort in.
Yeah.
So there you go. The only great thing compared to say her story, you don't have to write anything down, because it's all visual.
I still don't think I'd enjoy it.
I think Duke might enjoy this. I don't think you would, Chinny.
No.
Yeah, I can see myself maybe enjoying it. I really did like her story, but it's
think
also
you'd
the
be
type of thing
intrigued.
where, right, the tricky bit is that it is a metatextual deconstruction process. In other words, you have stories that you have to dig apart in order to get to this other meta story. And
That's right.
after teaching, I don't know that I always feel like.
And the
digging into that sort of
other thing about
so.
this is it says a lot about the way Hollywood works and the misogynistic behavior and all that kind
There
of
you
stuff
go.
that goes on.
Yeah,
So there's
like
a lot
Barton
of
Fink.
there's a lot of stuff going, like giving you this almost overview of how the Hollywood machine works. So it's good. I like it, but I am frustrated equally at the same time. So that's me, Chitty. Over to you.
I've been chipping away at Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh God, yeah. On the PS5.
Yes. So where I was last week with this game was I wasn't sure if I would like it, and I kind of see it like a like you going, Stu.
Yeah.
You're wandering through the woods.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You see a cave.
Yeah. Explore time.
You can either go in that cave,
Uh-huh.
knowing that you're really going to have to concentrate and work hard to get through it, or you can just back away from it. That's where I was last week in Horizon.
Yeah.
I looked at this cave, and ahead of me was, all right, I can either invest and just go for it, or just turn away.
Go
So
for
I
it.
decided
I think
to
you should do.
go in, and I started reading, like the descriptions of the robot dinosaur things, and that helped a lot because you start to learn. Because remember, Stu, you were talking last week about how hard this game is, and
Souls-like.
Souls-like.
it's Souls-like, and it's quite difficult, and you're struggling with the difficulty, and I was as well.
Yeah.
Everything changed when I started buying weapons. Everything. Like the kid with corn when he tried it with butter. Like everything changed when I started.
Everything changed.
There you
Everything
go. Everything changed.
Are
Changed
you
when I
now having a corn-tastic day?
So I started to buy new weapons, and there's like an arrow that like has like a higher tear rate, and the tear rate is just a lot better to kill things with. And then you look at the dinosaurs, and then this component, if you shoot this component with a shock arrow, it does an explosion where it doesn't kill it, but it affects all the dinosaurs around it. So if you time it right, you can actually cause an explosion and a chain reaction and kill a lot of other dinosaurs. And then if you shoot this thing on its belly, it will, like just be really every arrow that you shoot at it after that you'll do more damage, or you can shoot like this weapon off its back, and then you can pick up the weapon and use it like a chain gun and kill the dinosaur that way. So
Right.
the game rewards you to kind of like learn how each dinosaur, like for example these flying dinosaurs, and they bloody hate fire. Right, they bloody hate it. And usually the way it goes is if whatever they're firing at you, you do the opposite. Do you know what I mean? So if they're firing frost at you, you put fire at them. And then sometimes they'll have like a little electronic thing on the back, and then if you overcharge that will show. So you just got to sort of read up, and you can either do it in the pause menu or you can scan them and sort of do it very quickly. So yeah, every fight, and it's one of those games where you could be wondering, and a small battle against like a regular sized dinosaur could get you. Not like the really small ones, but like a mid-tier dinosaur size could probably kill you, even though you've fought them about 20 times or whatever. So I've been chipping away, and I've been enjoying it now. I'm starting to enjoy it. The human missions where you've got to take on humans and kill humans are awful still, but yeah, I've been doing it a lot, and it's massive. The game's huge. There's loads of stuff on the map. And I forgot that I turned a load of stuff off on the map because the map was so busy that I turned off a load of waypoints. And then she kept on going on about, because you can override certain dinosaurs and like take them over and control them.
Yeah, you can ride on some of them like a
Yeah,
horse,
yeah,
can't you?
yeah. So I can do that with a couple. But if you, like, I forgot what the zones are called, but there's basically these zones where if you do these like little dungeons, you'll be able to override bigger dinosaurs. And she kept on saying like, "Oh, I can't override those yet. Better. Oh, it's a cauldron, so I need to go to another cauldron." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I should do that." And then I found a cauldron I turned everything on the map, and I was like, I should do all these things on the map because you get loads of XP. So there's all these collectibles that I was missing out on that are all on the map, and vantage points and little corrupt zones and side missions. I was like missing all of them, so I was getting a lot more XP. So I'm like level 30 now, and I've been playing it for
that's
about
pretty good.
25 hours. I think I'm about 25 hours now. So it's not easy to get into, but once you sort of get your head round what each one does, it's not too bad. We got Godfrey DJ in the chat, right? And he said, Horizon was good. I was much the same as you guys to start with. However, when I stuck to it, it truly got under my skin, and I ended up getting the Platinum Trophy. I really want to play the next one, but I'm waiting for a PS5. One day I will have one. Well, I have one, Godfrey.
Yeah, you have one, don't you?
Because I'm a big bloody show off. And yeah, so I think, but I think he's right though. Like once you sort of just get used to it, get your head around it, it does sort of get into. You do get into it. But the human fights are just garbage. Yeah, so it's not.
I think that's when I stopped playing. I got to this one where I had to go to this town and attack it.
Yeah,
and I just kept getting killed over and over again. I'm just like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah, it's not without its like faults. It's not like it came out. I think it came out 2017. This game. I don't think. What else came out in 2017? I don't think this would be like my game of the year of that year. Do you know what I mean? Games of 2017.
Yeah, let's see what came out.
So
what was
Breath of the Wild came out.
Oh, you see that? What a game that was!
Horizon Zero Dawn, Resident Evil 7, Mario Odyssey, Cuphead came out that year. Nier Automata.
You played a ton of that.
What Remains of Edith Finch? I never played that.
Such a good game.
Wolfenstein, something. Destiny 2, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. So yeah, I think Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, so I think that year, yeah, it doesn't compete with Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and Cuphead and stuff, but I think it would have been like a top 5, maybe top 10 game. It's all right, but it's just a little hard to get into, a little bit repetitive, and I've got to a point now, and this is sort of like when a game has failed you, but you still enjoy it, is when you can kind of play this game and just listen to a podcast, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
you're not really paying attention.
No, you don't really have to pay attention to it at all. There aren't really many like musical cues. Like the music will kick in when there's a dinosaur near, but like, yeah, there's not. But also like Aloy gets a bow out as well, so you sort of know when there's a dinosaur near. So yeah, I've started listening to podcasts while playing this, so that's kind of like a signal of like, okay,
Yeah, a bit of a giveaway, that.
it's a bit of a giveaway of like the game's worth playing, but not worth my attention.
Yeah.
So that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
I did enjoy it for a bit, don't get me wrong, but it was just the frustration level just kicked in, and I was just like, right, I'm done.
Yeah,
It's pretty much like that.
Yep. So that's that.
Okay, Duke, back over to you.
Well, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, building a new village on a server, and nobody cares. But I also said, you know what? I want to have something else to talk about as well. So one of these demos that I downloaded a while ago, I started it up today and I played it for a little while. It's called American Theft 80s Prologue.
I don't like this.
Pause for applause. Right.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
So, first of all, it's made by people in Europe, which is very interesting, and you can tell because they have those exit signs that look like the portal exit signs or whatever. We don't have those in the United States. It just says exit. There's a little green signs, a little person walking out. That's European stuff. And when you get on the bus, it's clearly a European bus because, first of all, there's a bus. American cities have horrible public transport. But it also just doesn't look like European buses when you have a bus in the U.S. Anyway, here's the thing. It's trying to cash in on this 80s retro stuff. And sometimes it succeeds and sometimes it does not. So when you start the game, for instance, it's like you're looking at like a cathode ray 80s TV, right? And it's got like, the lines, horizontal control, that kind of thing.
Yep.
What kind of game is it? Yeah, so it's a stealing game. It's a stealth game, which you know how much I love my stealth games.
So I'm a
But I
bit
gave it a
confused. I'm a bit confused here because it's called American Theft 80s, but you're saying it doesn't feel like it's set in America. Is that what you said?
It does feel like it's set in America for the most part, but occasionally you get little things here and there that are like, that's not American. Like, come on.
This is someone who thinks this is what America's like, but has never really been there, so doesn't really know.
I don't think they
it
lived
is
in
really.
America in the 80s, but whatever. Anyway, so you're this bum basically who comes drifting into town, and you get like the start of it all is you're getting instructions in an earpiece or something to go into some guy's house, and you sneak past the guard and you get into the dude's bedroom, and then suddenly from behind you're looking at a picture of the guy, and then suddenly from behind you they're like, "Stop, get down on the ground," and then they arrest you and they're like, You must be new to town. I'm gonna get you a spot in the best hotel in town, and then you're in the jail, right? You see what he did there? It's like the writing is not great.
No.
So anyway, somebody visits you in your jail cell and they drop a key, and they're like, "Come see me at this shitbag hotel, room 2A." So the key opens up your jail cell, and you have to sneak past the guard, and it's all like showing you how to play the game as you play. And
was this written by one of your students or something?
No, my students know how to tell a story.
Yeah, they would probably do better than this, right?
I wouldn't let them really. No, I mean, whatever. The storytelling isn't really the key here. The key is the mechanics.
Well,
And
the
mechanics
key
of
is
the game
dropped
are
on the
generally
floor,
pretty
as
solid.
we know. It's dropped,
He's
on
dropped on the floor. Exactly. I see what you did there. He may be sick, but he's not too sick to make funny jokes.
Buzzing.
Exactly.
So you run around, you get your car out because your car gets impounded when you get arrested. So you have to go get your car out of that lot. And there's nobody watching it, apparently. Like you hop over the little guard booth and then you just pop the door open.
It is the 80s, Duke. I mean...
Yeah, I know, right? There's no licensed music, which would help the 80s feel if they had some Def Leppard or, Motley Crue or something. But there's none of that. That said, it's a pretty good game in terms of its mechanics. Like you have to go switch your clothing in order to put into, you put on your sneaking gear and it's all black. And there's this little meter that indicates whether you're in the light or not. So you don't have to just guess. The first missions that I did were pretty simple. It was like, go get my bike from this guy who stole it on the trailer park. And it's funny because he says, go get my bike from the dude who stole it at the trailer park. So I'm like, well, I should run there, so that when I come back, I'm riding his motorcycle back, and then I can just drop off his motorcycle, get in my car from the place where I met him, and then drive off in my car. But when you get to the trailer park, you're supposed to like sleep in your car until the dude who stole the bike goes to sleep. But I'd run there, so I was like, "What the fuck? What am I supposed to do?" Fortunately, the hotel where you're staying isn't too far away, so I just ran to the hotel and slept there, and then I came back. Yeah, so you end up the bike has been broken up, so you steal a box of parts, and then you take that back. And again, by this time I had gone to get my car, and I drove it back, and then I put the stuff in the back seat of the car. And like as stealth games go, it's all right. Like if you're looking for a stealth game,
So it's like a GTA 80s stealth game.
it is trying to be that. It's much less open than a GTA game. It's a much smaller little community that you're moving around in. But that said, like, you drive around, there's pedestrians. You save by going into a phone booth, which is kind of cute. It
I love
could
the
scratch a
fact that,
particular kind of itch.
I love the fact that the floppy disk is the save symbol. I just
Yeah,
think that's
well, of
so
course.
funny.
That's the 1980s for you.
Like
man.
I know, but
Can
like that's
I
the
just
save
let you
symbol
know?
all the time, everywhere, isn't it? It's just,
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
it
true.
is. Can I say,
Kids
I've
today
just
are
had a
probably
quick
like, what?
look. I was just
Yeah.
they're a Polish developer, so these are
Okay.
from Poland.
Well,
And they
that explains it.
also developed the Thief Simulator game, the one I played in VR where it made me
Yeah.
feel gippy. So
Right.
they did Thief Simulator as well. So they seem to like games where you steal shit.
Yeah.
And those games are
Mm.
pretty well regarded, so
Yeah.
People,
So there
if
you
you
go.
like
So that's what these
stealing
guys have
I
things-
made.
want to invite them round for dinner, would I? Those developers.
exactly.
Nicking things.
doubt.
Oh yeah, come round. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, just gotta show you how to
I didn't
steal
realize you
your
could
shit.
open the windows. See, this dude's opening the windows. I didn't know you could do that. I just went in through the front door.
It's like a burgling
I
game.
see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
why are you gonna go through the front door
It's
if
a
you're
burglar
burgling a
game.
house?
Well, he's whacking on the door with a hammer. Like they're not going to hear that.
Yeah, they're asleep, man. They're heavy sleepers. It's fine.
I guess so. It's kind of cute.
Oh my God.
They did hear it though, Duke. They did hear it. I just
they
saw
did?
it. on
They
Okay,
did
camera.
well,
hear
right,
it, yeah,
yeah,
there's some
yeah.
dude just like coming to the door thinking, what the
Oh,
hell is going on?
and this was
I see
funny.
what he did there.
Yeah, this dude at one point I showed up and he goes, "Oh, he's got the cops on him. I didn't have that. I'm a better thief than this dude is."
Yeah, this dude's terrible.
When you meet up with the dude who wants you to steal his motorcycle, he goes, "You're Jack. I can tell by the look in your eye." Like,
Yeah.
really? Yeah, that's how you're gonna arrange this, burglary attempt with some stranger? Like, I can tell from the look in your eye.
Bloody hell!
This dude
He's
got
just got
busted,
arrested on the screen. He's just got arrested by the police officer. Then he had to tap the button to like wrestle it out of the hands of the police officer. Then he's
Oh
on the run
yeah, I
again.
think I read something about like if you get arrested, you're gonna have to fight your way out.
No way.
Bullshit.
I'll tell you what. This is
GTA.
drawing me. This is drawing me in a bit.
I'll tell you, the
But-
only thing I would
It's all
say,
right.
this looks infinitely better than Thief Simulator. It's like they took
Well.
a bit more effort and care on the environments and how it looked.
But you played
because
that in VR, right?
Thief Simulator. Yeah, but it's still the same game. It's just
Right.
been VR-ified.
I know,
It
but the
looks
games don't look as
shit.
good on VR.
Yeah, you may be right, but I don't know. Just this does look more fully fleshed out.
Oh,
yeah,
that
I mean,
may
may
be,
it's
yeah.
still
okay.
he doesn't animate very well, does he?
No, he
Still-
doesn't. I mean,
No.
you can tell this is a
No.
very basic developer,
It's
shall
pretty
we
basic,
say?
yeah.
Yeah.
The guy
That
who's
said,
playing
you
just
know
tried to
what?
jump into a bin while the police were
Dumpster,
chasing him.
yeah.
But if
Right.
it's fun to play, it doesn't matter, does it?
Well, you've been caught.
So what's your verdict anyway, Duke? What is
My
the
verdict is the demo is free. The prologue on Steam, you can play it for free. It might be on other platforms.
But I'll be
And,
honest.
Yes.
The whole list of games have all got a thumbs up, like every single one of them, apart from one.
On what website?
Every single game they have ever made is a thumbs up
on, what
on
website?
Steam.
Hmm.
On Steam.
yeah.
So every
Yeah, but I
game on
mean,
Steam has
Is
got
it
thumbs up.
generally positive, very positive, overwhelmingly positive?
Well, Thief Simulator has got very positive and very positive for all reviews. 16,000 of them.
Well, there you
People
go.
love that game. They do.
Well,
I'm
maybe
telling
they'll
you.
love this game. I don't know. I don't even know if the game itself is out yet, but
Yeah. No, you can buy it.
okay. All right.
It's £15, so I guess it's about
If
$20.
you like stealing things and you're nostalgic for the 80s, try American Thief 80s Simulator, whatever it's called.
I think
just
this
type in
Polish
American-
developer just does the same game until they've refined it as much as they can.
Hey, give people what they want, like this. Is this another attempt or is this the same video? Just you rewound it?
No, I haven't rewound it, so it must be a different.
Oh, okay. So he's still going in, whacking on the door of the hammer. I would have thought
There
he
he
would try a more
is.
simple approach. Whatever.
But they've made a game called Thief in Prison, Thief
Okay.
in Your House, Police and
Okay.
Thief, Steal or
Thief in your
Buy,
ass. Yeah.
Steal the Oil. So there's one where you
Steal
have
the
to
oil.
steal
Steal the
oil.
oil.
That's
yeah.
very specific. That doesn't
It
seem
is
like it could
steal
sustain
the
a whole
oil.
game. Yeah.
But I
Okay.
think these are add-on packs for Thief Simulator.
Right.
All right.
Paleontologist and Thief.
Okay.
So
As
they
you know, a
just
lot
have
of
all these- those
paleontologists
things.
they moonlight as thieves because
Yeah.
paleontology doesn't really pay a whole lot, so you have to.
You gotta have a side hustle.
First of all, this guy is not thieving at night. He's not wearing his thieving clothes. No wonder he keeps getting busted by the cops.
Mm.
What an idiot! I'm a better thief than him.
And then Steel Donut Bundle, which
Okay.
is Bakery Simulator and Thief Simulator bundled together. Who knew?
You know the best thing about this game that I played? When you get clear of the area you're stealing from, it has the little green bar that pops up on the side and it says, you got away with this, 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 and this, and your XP ding, ding, ding. Like, that was a good feeling. It's like, all right, you know, a clear indication that you've gotten clear. Right? I really like
Yeah.
that because there are some games where it's like, are you, you know, even in Skyrim, if you have stolen stuff, you have to go to a fence. And in this game, it's the pawn shop. Like, okay, fine. But, you know, a lot of times you don't know if you're free or not until a guard stops you and is like, wait, you have committed crimes against the hold of Whiterun. So I like the fact that this is much less ambiguous.
Yeah. Once you're done, you're
This sort
done.
of just looks like a little bit better than a GTA San Andreas graphics.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean? Like, just a
Exactly that.
little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
better
yeah.
than that.
I missed the San Andreas part. I'm like, what? This doesn't look better in GTA. But yeah. GTA from 15 years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But people like it. What are you gonna do? What are you
Hey,
gonna do?
you
The
you
people
might
that
like
say
this,
they like
people.
it.
If
You
you
might
want to
like
steal
it.
things, try this game.
Mm-hmm.
Better than actually stealing things.
It is better than stealing stuff. But I finished the game this week.
Oh my god.
I finished the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I finished that shit. And I was doing incredibly well. No one had died. You know, last week I thought someone had died, but then they turned up alive, so they didn't die at all. So I had
Ooh,
everybody
interesting.
right up
You
in,
just thought you were dead.
right up until the very last chapter of the game. No one had died.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, I am doing so well. Doing
Yeah.
so well.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt, Stu, but I forgot to play this when I was talking about the stealing game.
I love stealing. I love taking things.
That's from Futurama. You're welcome.
Brilliant. So I was doing so well, right? The story actually is pretty good. I was quite impressed with what it's all about. But anyway, here's the thing. I was doing so well, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking keep everybody alive. And then one of the characters got dragged away, right? And it said, do you want to follow the movement or follow the noise? And I knew as soon as I clicked on follow the movement, I knew I'd fucked it up. I just knew. I'm like, fuck. And I knew the instant I pressed it, I'm like, I fucked it up, haven't I? And yeah, she got killed. So she died. I was like, that was one down. So I still had 4 out of 5. So I'm like, do you know what? I'll be happy. 4 out of
That's
5.
80%.
The very last scene of the game,
Yeah.
I don't even know why this happened. There was nothing I could do to stop it, but another character got trapped somewhere, and there was nothing I could do to stop it, and they died, so I lost 2 out of 5.
Still, you know, like you still
3.
60%,
left.
60%. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
And I still had 3 at the end. I think I did all right, to be fair. I had
Yeah.
3 survived it right through to the end.
Right.
Oh, but it's a decent game, actually. I was quite impressed. The story actually was kind of cool. It was kind of a cool story.
Yeah.
And it's set over 3 time zones. It's very Silent Hillish. You know, in this town that's all foggy and shit.
All
And
right.
there's loads of mysterious stuff going on. You can't escape from the town.
It's like
All these weird things are hunting
like
you
Silent
down.
Hill mixed with the Mist.
Yeah, that's kind of pretty much it.
Ooh.
I did jump a couple of times, you know, and it is creepy.
Buh.
It's a creepy game.
Buh.
But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to playing House of Ashes now, so I'm gonna get that.
So you're just making your way through all these.
That's
who's
the last
developer?
one that's available. It's is it Supermassive Games?
Is that them? Is it?
Is it Supermassive Games? I feel like it's. I could be wrong. I
Supermassive
feel like
Games.
it's Supermassive Games. Let me look.
Supermassive Games.
Supermassive. Yeah, it's Supermassive Games. Yeah, that was quite good for me. I'm old now. To remember something like that is impressive.
Keep an eye on you.
I still don't think these are quite up to the level of Until Dawn or The Quarry. The Quarry was
This one
pretty good
got
as well.
5 out of 10 on IGN.
Yeah, it's
7 out of 10 on
alright.
Steam.
I think it's pretty good. I didn't mind it. It was a nice. It's only about 6 hours. It's not a massive game.
6 hours.
About 6 hours long, and it was all right. The acting was good. You know, there was nothing wrong with the acting. I just felt it was a bit cheap. You know, the one that did get killed, especially the last one. I was just like, there was nothing I could have done to stop that because it made no sense as to why he died. But it was fine for £7. Can't complain.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Cool.
it's kind of cool. So I'm going to give it.
Cool.
House of Ashes up to now is the best rated out of the 3 games.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So I'll be playing that next.
Yeah.
Chinny, anything else from you?
No, but I did make some notes that are written down about Horizon that I forgot to read out. So can I read these
Oh,
out?
okay. Yeah, of course you can.
May I?
You may. Totally, you may.
May I?
You may.
Yes, you may.
Go ahead.
So this paper says Horizon, underline. First point. Wish there was an upgrade for picking up stuff quick.
Okay.
Because you have to pick up things all the time in Horizon.
Yeah.
And you have to
Yeah.
bloody press it all the time. I was like, I wish she just... And she stops. She doesn't just keep running,
just-
she stops.
Sucks them in as she passes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
sucks 'em
forgot
up.
about this one. This one's a good one. I'm glad I'm going to point this out on this video game podcast. Thanks for
We're
listening.
eager to hear it. Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Pause music is annoying.
Oh, okay.
Pause music. So you have to obviously look
Actually, I have it pulled up here. This is the pause music for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. So we're banned
Nice.
from YouTube.
Yeah, because Benny
forever.
Hill's descendants are really litigious, man.
Benny Hill's estate are fucking they're lethal.
Good luck. They can try to chase us around, but we'll just keep going in circles, and they won't.
So
They will ban you left, right, and centre.
you have to look at the map a lot in Horizon Zero Dawn. You know, you have to constantly look at the map, Look in your inventory, modify your weapons, craft, upgrade your skills. So you're
Buy
always
shit.
pressing the touchpad on the PlayStation controller, and every time you press it, you hear this bloody music, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, can I actually? I've not asked you this. Since you've got a PS5,
Yeah.
how are you finding these? Whatever they are, these resistant trigger things that they.
I haven't really experienced them
Have you not experienced any of that?
because I'm
shit?
playing a PS4 game, aren't I?
Yeah, but it's been upgraded to PS5, has it not? I assume they'd have implemented some of that shit into it.
No.
Ah. Oh, okay then.
So, but I do like the controller because the other day I held the Xbox controller, and it was the first time I've held the Xbox controller since holding the PlayStation. Sorry, am I keeping you up, Stu? Am I?
Yeah.
Are you yawning?
No.
You are yawning. No, you're lying.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
yawning.
Are we going to give each
Oh,
other
sorry.
a bollocking if one
Yeah.
person does not seem to be totally thrilled with the story we're telling?
I'm sorry.
If that's the case, Mr. Chin, we'll just be stopping every 5 seconds when you.
Yeah, here. I'm with Duke on this.
You know what? You can.
I was bored when Duke was talking about how hard his work has been at
Yeah, he
school.
said he's
So-
right.
yeah, but sorry-
3 seconds.
Sorry,
3
I-
seconds too much.
Sorry, I was talking about actual video game topics rather than.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That's never boring. Go on.
There's,
Yeah, go on,
listen,
carry on.
I know there's a lot of sexual tension on this
So-
Zoom call, right? So
So
Yeah.
you touched up the PS5 controller for a while, and then you
and then I went back to the
and then you
360.
touched up the Xbox controller.
Yeah,
and
so I'm
how did you
holding-
feel?
I feel like this is by far the best PlayStation controller that has ever been made. It is brilliant.
They are ergonomic, aren't they? They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing because and Xbox they've been pretty good for a while. But I would say I've always hated the twin sticks on the PlayStation being next to each other
Right.
because usually, right, you know when you bring them in. I'm trying to do it on the video here so you can see, Stu, right? But usually if I bring both sticks in, my thumbs touch, right? And that
Yeah,
was the case
yeah,
for
yeah.
the PS2, the PS3, and the PS4. But on the PS5, they don't touch. They're just far enough away where they don't touch. And it's such a difference to that controller.
To be fair, the PS3 controller was tiny, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
it was like for
but
kiddies.
they still touched on
Like
the
a kiddie
PS4 though. The
controller.
PS4 is a good controller. I've got.
Yeah, it's bigger.
But the PS5 one, and I've yet to experience the fancy rumble and all the resistant triggers.
I
and stuff.
want the resistant triggers. I want to know what
honestly,
it feels like.
I think now that I've picked up both of them, I think the PlayStation 5 controller is better than the Xbox One Series X controller. Because the Xbox One X controller, so the console before this Xbox, was a slightly bigger controller, so I quite liked that one.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation 5 is bigger than the Series X one, so I think the PS5 just edges it a little bit, and it's got a few more bells and whistles on it, and it's got the touchscreen, which is nice. So, yeah, and it's got a mute button on the controller. Did you know that, Stu? It's got a little mute button on the controller. So that's very clever as well. Even though I never play online on PlayStation because I'm not a fucking psychopath. But, it's there. So that's nice. So I would say the PlayStation controller is the best one. But, it's you're splitting hairs, aren't you, with these things? Anyway, my next point on my Horizon thing. So the music, by the way, the pause music, it's like... Every time you press it, it's the same jingle. It's like... And then you go back into the game. You press it. Okay. Oh, I've got to go back and craft something. Fucking all the time. So I hate that. And then I did say this point when I was talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, but I'll say it again because it is trash.
Say it again.
The human fights are trash.
They suck.
They
suck
are
balls.
Trash.
What they do.
No fun to fight.
Duke, back to you. Anything else from you?
No, I have nothing else.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, I have two other things to talk about. The first thing is Train Sim World 3.
Oh boy.
Which has come out on Game Pass.
Oh dear.
Day one release. So this is day one release on Game Pass.
Have you played any other train sim
No, I've
games
never
before?
played a train.
I think
simulator
Marshy was
game.
talking about this the other day. I think
Train
he
simulator, bitch,
played it
motherfucker.
and he was like, because I was talking about Power Wash Simulator and why I questioned my life, and then he was like, I was playing Train Simulator and I was questioning my life, but I was into it. I was into it.
I'm a little bit into it. I've got to say.
Yeah.
I think coming from Microsoft Flight Simulator to this is very simplistic.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft Flight, there's so many things you've got to keep a check on all the time you're flying. Your speed, your airspeed, what angle you're at, your heading, the wind speed,
Temperature of your tea.
There's a lot of shit you've got to keep track of all the time.
Yeah.
I just feel this is so simple, right? You basically got to open the doors, let the passengers on, close the doors, take the brake off, and accelerate, and that's kind of it.
I wonder,
really.
I don't want to offend. I know we've got a listener who he drives the underground, doesn't he? Deck, remember Deck?
Yeah, he does.
I don't want to offend him here, Deck. I don't want to lose you as a listener here, but maybe driving a train's a little bit easier than flying a plane.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
I don't think it's that fucking.
Oh, it's definitely easier than flying a plane. I reckon.
It's literally fucking laid out a track for you. Do you know what I mean? Like, can't be that fucking hard, can it?
You just haven't got to go too fast.
Yeah.
And you've just got to remember to sometimes you have to manually change the track direction.
I mean,
but
again, I mean, I don't want to tell Deck that it's a piece of piss, but it seems like a bit of a piece of piss.
The hardest thing with this game is staying on time. Getting to the stations when you're
really?
supposed to.
No.
Yeah, because
that I can believe because the fucking trains are always late.
Yeah, they never do. I can understand why it happens because it's a kind of you're kind of on a tightrope with this game because trains don't stop instantly because there's inertia, there's momentum. These things have weight. Yeah. So partly you're relying on just natural slowdown. So you cut the engine, then you put the brakes on. But the brakes don't kind of slam on; they just gradually stop the train.
It's not like stopping a car where you can stop it.
No,
in pretty
where you can almost
4
stop.
seconds.
I mean, I know it's sort of, you still got stopping distance.
Yeah, but
Which is
but
why
still,
you should never
stopping
stop on
distance.
train tracks in a car because
No.
trains can't just stop. When
They
they
just
see
can't just stop. Trains at stopping distance is a mile.
yeah.
You know
so
what I
they're
mean?
because it's tons of weight going forward, isn't it?
And you've got to take into consideration the speed you're going at and how long it'll take you to stop at that speed as well. So there's a lot of shit. And I was doing quite well. I'd done 4 stations and I was about 3 minutes behind schedule.
Yeah.
So it wasn't terribly bad. And then I could see you've got a little marker that's counting down the distance to your next station. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've got plenty of time to stop. And then I hadn't realised because it was obviously a much faster bit of track. So I was going probably faster than I had done so far in the game.
Mhm.
And yeah, I didn't stop in time and I overshot the station. And then I went,
Yeah.
you have failed. But
Oh,
instead
really?
of, yeah, so it failed me. And instead of restarting it at the last station, it restarted it the whole scenario again. And
That's
I'm like, I'd have
rough.
preferred,
That's rough.
Yeah,
sucks.
I'd already
That's like
gone
a
through-
1999 game mode. thing.
yeah, I just like, why didn't you just restart me at the last station I stopped
Yeah.
at? Rather than taking me all the way back to the
Now,
beginning.
can I ask
Because if
you
it
a
had been
question?
like one station from the end and that had happened, I'd have been well pissed off. I'd done a 29-minute journey and then it failed me.
Can I ask you a question, Stuart?
Yeah,
Related
sorry,
to
I
this,
don't know why I'm putting my hand up.
related to this video game.
Yeah.
Is it in real world? Is it like real stations and stuff?
Yeah. So I went from London King's Cross, I think it was, to Ramsbottom was the route I took.
You silly man.
I know, so I was going to Ramsbottom because I thought I might be able to see the sea. Because the Ramsbottom's at the seaside, isn't it?
Don't know.
I don't know. I think it is. So I was like, oh, I'll be able to see the sea.
Bloody hell, you can get out the bloody train.
Oh, yeah, you can get out and have a wander around, yeah.
You
You
have a
can have
piss
a wander at the platform.
and buy a
Fine.
coffee at Costa.
Well, I got out of my train and didn't realise it were moving. And
Oh.
I'm sort of walking along the obviously the platform and my train's slowly moving away from me. I'm like, ooh, better get back in.
Better jump back in.
Yeah, so I got back in. It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't let the train just trundle off on its own with no driver. But you could do that. You could set it going and then jump out and leave it to go on its merry way.
You could do that in real life, though, I suppose.
Yeah, you could. You could. But yeah, it's quite impressive, I must admit. It does look kind of cool. It's not the most realistic looking
It looks
thing, but
it looks polished.
it's a bit like The Sims.
Yeah, it looks
You know,
polished though. It looks like it's got
Yeah.
a good interface.
But
Yeah.
it is the controlling the train just seems really simplistic, and I don't like you say we don't want to upset Deck and say his job's dead easy, but
I want to upset him.
But I think it is really easy.
it just
don't
felt
you?
it just felt a bit easy, man. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Well, I mean, that's all. I mean, to be fair, it's also like saying, well, I played Lawnmower Simulator, so mowing a lawn is easy.
It is easy
Like
though.
Power
yeah,
Wash
mowing the lawn
Simulator.
is
Come on,
easy, to
that's-
be fair.
It is a piece of
There's
piss.
Power washing's easy.
sometimes games like boil things down in a certain way.
Yeah, but
Call
also-
of Duty
this is
War is
no,
obviously
no,
pretty
wow.
easy. You die, you just go and
If
respawn.
you
like-
call
Yeah, it is
again
easy, though.
train sim as in a simulator, then I
Oh,
expect
so
to
because it
describe
has the word
real
simulator,
thing.
so therefore it's
Look,
everything. that
Microsoft
it-
Flight Simulator is exactly like these planes all have
Oh,
the exact
stop
same
it! You're ready to
controls
fly a
as
real plane, are you? You're ready to fly a
No,
real plane.
I
are
didn't
you?
say I
okay.
could, but I'm just saying that's the point of these games. You know,
I'll
it's meant to
fly a
be-
real
The point is
plane.
that they're more realistic than Call of Duty, but still, it's a video game. Let's not get crazy here.
Yeah, but the London Underground must be easy because it's all color coded. It must
Yeah,
be
it's
easy.
true.
You just aim toward the thing. With
Yeah.
your... Oh, that reminds me. I
press
need to
go.
color code this folder. Thank you, Chinny.
No worries.
Move it forward and just press go. Point it in the right
I'm on the
direction.
purple line
colored-
today.
I got all these
Yeah,
colored
exactly.
highlighters.
Yeah.
So easy.
It looks pretty good though. I mean, for a fucking train simulator, it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I reckon
it's alright.
Lewis, one of our listeners, Lewis, he's into Farm Simulator. Would he be into this? Like he's
I don't know. He likes games with vehicles.
he likes games
So
with
he might be.
vehicles, and he also like games
does.
where people would judge him and laugh at him. So this would be another one.
No, it's true.
I wonder
think
if
it's
Deck.
right
I
up
wonder
his
if
alley.
Deck would play this. Would Deck, London Underground driver, play this?
I don't know. Look, write in deck.
Maybe he
Let
needs
us
to
know if you're
write
still
in and-
listening. Write an email. and
He's
let us
probably
know
not
if you've
listening now.
played
He's like,
Train Simulator.
Fuckers,
No,
do you
he's
know?
probably
Look,
not
do you know how hard it is to fucking drive a
listening. Oh,
train?
fucking long. I had to train to be a train driver.
It's not just driving a straight. There's fucking safety
Cheeky fucking
precautions.
bastards.
Just fucking. Oh, you
Who
fucking.
do they think they fucking
Oh,
are?
fuck it, I'm just gonna go
Uh,
listen to the Overseas Connection, you pricks.
Yeah, you fucking
You had a
twats.
chance to get me as a
You
listener, and
fucking
you failed.
wankers.
You screwed it all up.
Last thing I want to talk about.
It is
I
easy,
played
though.
Today,
Yeah.
we had the nerdy board game today.
Oh yeah,
we
the
played
nerdy board jerk
So
off.
So unfortunately, Steve, one of the people we played Gloomhaven with, is away on holiday, so we didn't have the.
So did he kill his
our
character?
team of 4. No, you just can't play. We can't play without
No.
him. We've got to have the 4 of us to play
There's
this
no point,
scenario.
Jenny. There's no.
We're the squad, man.
Can't you
That's
just
our
say like
squad.
in the Dungeon Master con? You just say like, and that character died.
There
of
is
a
no
heart
Dungeon
attack."
Master.
Oh,
There's no
right,
Dungeon
okay.
Master.
All right, all right.
Um,
You are
So, yeah,
all
so
the
we can play
dungeon
that.
masters.
So Dan very kindly brought round X-Wing. Ginny.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I've got that.
You've got that. Now, can I just ask
you
you,
want
have
it?
you just have you
When did
just
you
got
bring
the
it around,
starter set?
Yeah, I've just got
So
the
do you-
basic,
yeah, the 3,
basic,
the one with 2 TIE fighters and then X-Wing in it.
basic bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Dan has
you got the Millennium Falcon?
fucking everything. He has got the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
He said just before COVID he bought like loads of them, so he's got loads.
Yeah.
Now this game is designed for 2 players only,
Yes.
and there were 3 of us. But because
What did you do?
because Dan has got so much stuff, right? Because he's got so many sorts of stuff. I had the Super TIE Fighter, that Darth Vader has. So I
Yeah.
had one of those.
The one that's
2
slightly
normal-
curved. Let's kind of curve.
Yeah, the one with the curve. And 2 normal TIE Fighters. Lewis had three X-Wings.
That's not how you
And-
wing.
And then Dan had 3 random ships, and he had what we decided were bounty hunters.
Okay.
So we had three each in the squadron. Then we had the Millennium Falcon as like the target ship. So what we decided to the way we decided to play the game was we all had to try and kill the Millennium Falcon, but also try and kill each other at the same time and defend against each other and try and kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we assigned 3 points to the Millennium Falcon if you were the one who took it, did the killing shot. And then 1 point for each of our ships. And I killed the Millennium Falcon. So I
Oh
got 3 points for
yeah,
that.
well
Then
done.
I killed
Stuart.
2 other ships. I got 5. So guess who won the game? Oh yeah. Do you know how long it took us to play it? We
6 hours.
started at half 3 in the afternoon. We did stop for something to eat at about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we finally finished at 8:15 tonight.
Oh my
It
God,
took
you're
us like
nuts.
4 hours. 4 hours to play one
You guys are bonkers, man.
scenario. But
That's
you know what?
hardcore.
I was super impressed. It is such a weird game to play because you've got these really cool miniatures that are really well painted. It has to be said, they do look cool on these little stands. Then you have
Now wait,
like
did Dan paint them or did you paint
No,
them?
no,
Or
they
did
come ready painted. They
pre-painted?
come
come
ready
ready
painted.
Ah,
They are expensive. They're
man, Tim
about-
Kelly's gonna have something to say about that. What do you think,
They're
Tim?
about
Aren't they
20
taking the cheap way
They're
out?
about £20 each. So each ship costs about 20 quid.
He paid
think it was-
20 quid for each little miniature
Yeah,
ship.
I think it was
What the what?
$17.99 it was for each
Oh my
little miniature
God.
ship. And I think the Millennium Falcon, he said, was about £40, £50.
You ought to paint your house for that price.
But they are cool. So yeah, the way you play the
Cool is
game
one
is
thing.
you got to move. So you got to decide where you're going to move, but nobody knows where anyone's moving on this map. So you each start
Ah.
in one corner of the map, and then we did random moves for the Millennium Falcon. So we didn't look, so we just spun this wheel, and then whatever it landed on was where it moved. But it was a lot of fun, and you can move like you can swerve to the left, swerve to the right, go forward, backwards, and then when you're in range, you can then attack. So it's quite
Yeah.
good. It's attack dice and defend dice, basically. So it looked mega complicated, but it wasn't as
Mega
complicated as I thought.
But once you play it,
Yeah, once we got, I think we've got used to playing complicated, like I was going to say, video
yeah,
games,
you're a
but
bunch of nerds. You get used to it.
complicated board games. So that each time we play
Yeah.
something new, it isn't that daunting a thing to do.
Complicated nerd games, you mean?
Yeah, they're really playing complicated nerd
Yeah,
games.
not like the games we play, which are played by cool people. I'm stealing things. You're just
Exactly,
fighting
exactly.
spaceships.
But yeah, I recommend it. But it was a little bit fiddly because obviously you had to try and you're meant to do it in straight lines, but then there's stuff in the way. There is stuff in
Yes.
the way, so it's not always that simple to move your ships
Right.
where you want them to go.
Yeah.
But it's
I
pretty
hear you.
good. I was quite impressed. And that's kind of it. That's kind of it
Yeah.
for me this week.
That, our friends, is what we've been playing this week.
It is.
So, is there any
Oh.
gaming news for us to discuss?
You know,
Stuart?
I haven't even looked this week. I'll be totally
I'm going to
honest.
assume that you'll find something.
Okay. I'm gonna look at some random stuff. Here we go.
Rare, new listeners, rare is the week that Stuart decides there's nothing
I
worth
know.
discussing in the world of gaming.
Okay, here we
news.
go.
Because
Here's
he's
some
been
news.
playing his
Okay.
bloody.
I'm in
Star
too busy
Wars
playing games, man. Here we go. Assassin's Creed Mirage has been revealed as Ubisoft Forward as a next Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It
gonna
wants
be
to
set
go
in this-
back to its roots.
It's going to be set
Back
in
to the roots.
Baghdad, 20 years before the events of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's designed to be a modern take on the original gameplay template for an earlier Assassin's Creed game with developer Ubisoft Bordeaux, using the same 3 design pillars as the original game: stealth, parkour, and assassinations. Parkour.
Yeah.
So there you go. What do you think? Are you going to play another one? Are you bothered? I really don't give a shit.
It's been years since I played an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of want to go to just for the curiosity factor.
Yeah.
I'd have to see some gameplay and make a judgment rather than. I need more to make a judgment.
Need more. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not that bothered.
Amy Hennig's Marvel game has been revealed.
All right, okay. What's that? Go on, tell us. Tell us more, Chinny.
It stars Captain America. It's a
Alright,
World
okay.
War II era Black Panther game or something.
Okay. Mm.
So that's cool. Yeah, that's all I got on that.
Ooh, the Division Heartland. That's coming. Mm.
Okay.
There's an AR game from the makers of Pokemon Go. They're coming from Marvel soon. So if you loved Pokemon Go, just get ready, people.
Indiana Jones 5, not games, but Indiana Jones 5 will kick your ass, says Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah?
So that's what he's saying. He said, thank you for making these films such an incredible experience for all of us, Ford said, as reported to Variety. I am very proud to say that this film is one fantastic movie. He also praised Waller-Bridge, and she reciprocated by saying, I had the time of my life making this movie. He added, we have got a really great story to tell, as well as a movie that will kick your ass. And he said it will be his final appearance in an Indiana Jones movie.
Because he dies. So, yeah.
Anyone bothered? Do you think it's going to be good?
No, I
What are
don't
you
care.
saying?
Have you watched the last one? It was awful. So,
Yeah, but this will redeem itself.
No,
this
well,
might be good, Shinny. Come on.
this
Might be
Amy
good,
Hennig
Chin.
game,
Give it
I'm
a
just
chance,
looking
give
at
it
it.
a chance.
This Amy Hennig game is, it's a Black Panther game set in Paris, World War II. And it looks like a sort of co-op Captain America type, Black Panther type thing. Oh, it's 4-player co-op, probably, by the looks of it. Because it says, and there's different classes. 4 heroes, 2 worlds, 1 war. So, by Amy Hennig, who, famous for
Yeah,
Stew.
Yeah, no, it should be good.
What's she famous for? What's she famous for?
I don't know. Uncharted? Was it
Uncharted, that's the one.
Yeah. I did quite
Yeah.
well. I tell you, I'm old, but I do remember
There's-
some shit.
There's a Monty Python role-playing game, tabletop role-playing game.
Now you're
coming.
talking.
Wow.
It's called the Co-Curricular Medieval Reenactment Program. Yeah, the book cheekily calls it, so this is from Polygon.com. The tome cheekily calls itself, quote, not a role-playing game, but rather a very rigorous course of study intended only for serious students of English history. It is by no means a complete and comprehensive manual for running imaginative, highly unpredictable, medieval-themed role-playing games based upon the complete comedic output of Monty Python with one's friends. So apparently it's going to have references to the entire Monty Python catalog from flying circus to stage shows. So there you go. I can't deal with Monty Python anymore. I remember one time in high school I had a Pythonathon where I played a bunch of movies with friends. and stuff.
Pythonathon. Why didn't you say?
It's very clever. And, inevitably, whenever we watched a Monty Python movie, at some point you hear in the room that, we're the Judean People's Front. We hate the People's Front of Judea. Until I just can't deal. And then someone would say, Piachowski, shut the fuck up. We know you know all the lines. We don't need to hear them from you, dude.
It's a bit like the Simpsons thing. Who knew?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like Monty
When do I
Python.
quote The Simpsons? Well, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I know that.
I
Like,
love
Boring.
just saying random facts about me.
Meanwhile, Thegamer.com has a list of the 10 friendliest enemies in video games. So we're going to go through these real quick. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, number 10. Darth Revan from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I don't know how he's
What does he do?
friendly.
Does he buy you flowers or something?
You know what you do?
The main character you created is Revan, but with his memory wiped. And since the game has a morality system leading towards the light and the dark side, you get to decide how friendly or mean
That's
he
weak.
actually is.
That's weak.
Yeah, it's pretty weak. All right, number 9. Mr. L from Super Paper Mario.
No idea. I've never played it.
So
Jenny?
no.
Mhm. It's clearly Luigi. He was brainwashed to be evil by Anastasia and only returned to being Luigi after he was destroyed by Dementio.
Okay.
Number 8, IPOM from Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh yeah,
Nobody
totally. Is
care
this
about
like
Pokemon?
Nintendo fanboy friendly enemies?
All right, no, we're getting to something that's not Nintendo. You ready? Number 7.
Okay.
Mr. Freeze from Batman Arkham City and Batman Arkham Knight.
How is he friendly?
How is he friendly?
In both
That's
City and
Freeze.
Knight, Freeze battles the Dark Knight, but also helps him. He only attacks Batman when the Joker kidnaps Nora, and he feels he has no choice. It becomes even more heartbreaking in Arkham Knight when Nora is released from her frozen status, and the two of them decide to sail into the sunset, dying together. Spoilers. I've been playing that game for 6 months. Number 6, The Fixer and Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart. I never played it. I don't think any of us care. Who knows? Number 5, White Mushroom Kingdom Hearts. Skipping that. Number 4, Wheatley from Portal 2. This is a good one.
That's a good
Right?
one.
Yeah. At first, Wheatley wants to
Yeah.
stop Gladys'
Yeah.
reign of terror. He may mess up a lot of the time, but his heart is in the right place. He becomes corrupted by his power, and he wants to run tests on you just like his predecessor. Number 3, Axel Kingdom's Hearts 2. Number 2, Waddle Dee Kirby. And number 1, Cerberus in
See,
Hades.
another fucking. It's all Nintendo games.
But
as
Hades
always.
isn't. I just never played it. So
Yeah, true.
The world of gaming is just getting so diverse. It's hard to have top 10 lists that are like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree.
The top 10 video games.
The top 10 feat in gaming.
Top 10 wedding rings in games.
Oh, yeah. Well, the one in Fallout 4 that you take off of your dead spouse, that's a pretty powerful
That's a
wedding
pretty good
ring.
one.
Yeah, that's the only one I can
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah.
Listeners, write in and tell us about other wedding rings that are important in the world
Top
of
10
gaming.
enemies
In the meantime,
that eat toenails in video games.
I don't think you can come up
In
I
with
the
think they're just
meantime-
running out of ideas.
Now,
Oh, we got email?
I don't want to say people want a free T-shirt, Ginny,
Yeah.
Oh, snap. I think
but
people
we
want
have got a
free
lot of
t-shirt.
emails this week. I'm just saying.
T-shirts! Give me a shirt. Give me a shirt. Give me a shirt. Give me a shirt.
Whoa, that ruled.
I didn't write down who wrote in last week. So
I
I'm gonna
know
have
you
to-
didn't, right? So, do you want it now? I can quickly tell you.
Who wrote
me
in
a
last
shirt.
week?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to sit up for this, aren't I? Hold on. Hang
I
on, one
think
sec.
you
one
might.
sec, One sec. Right. So last
What are they
week,
like?
who wrote in? Stu?
I think it was, unless you've got the name down already, it's Jonathan Davies.
No, that's 28th.
Oh yeah, have you got that one?
Yeah,
Yeah. Obviously, Jacinta wrote in again.
that was the
Which she's
28th.
already written.
Santa.
Stephen Pemberton.
Stephen, right? I haven't got Stephen Pemberton. So Stephen Pemberton.
Who did as a cool quiz. Cool quiz.
Yeah, go.
And that was it, really. And then there was another one from Jacinta.
So on the list so
Uh,
far for the T-shirt draw, I think there's 1 week left, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll just say, right, you got 1 more week left, and then
Well, next
That's the end
week's
of
show
it.
is the last time you can get entered into the draw.
yeah. So
So
we've
get
got
your
on the list
emails in.
Ant from Down Under, John Davis, Jacinta from Down Under, Tainted Brain, Nick 21, Soul Brother, Stephen Pemberton. So here we go. What we got? Who we got, Stu?
This week, the first email is from Tainted Brain again.
Ah, well, he's already on it. He can
He's
only
already in
twice.
it. He says, not an attempt to get a T-shirt because you're already in the draw, so you don't need to.
Yeah.
Hey all.
Hello.
Hope you're all keeping well. First off, I need to say a huge thank you for all the work you guys put into getting these podcasts done each week and every week.
Oh, well,
I've been
thanks.
listening. I've been listening for years, and you still are one of my few that gets added straight to the top of my listening queue. Well, thank you very much. Belated anniversary wishes for Tara and Chinny.
Hey.
Thank you guys for the tips on moving last week. I've given away my PC, too big to take with me. Now I'm wondering where he's moving to. Now part of me was like, oh, he's just moving to another house somewhere, but it feels he's moving abroad. He's not just going. He's up in sticks and going. I've narrowed my books down to only 3. A signed copy of your book about something to do with Nimbus X gone awry is one of them. I don't know what I've heard of that book.
You're on mute, Duke.
Oh, I wondered why. I was thinking, what's going on?
I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry, I was on mute. He's so sweet. I was going, thank you over and over again. He was so supportive during that project, and I just can't thank him enough. And I also want to thank SLH for her Goodreads review, which I haven't looked at yet because I'm going to start crying when I watch it.
My PS5 has now been boxed up and he's traveling by sea to the new home, so he's definitely abroad somewhere.
Oh.
I won't see it for 3 months or so. So where the hell is he going?
The moon?
Australia, do we think?
He didn't say where he's going?
New Zealand? No, it doesn't say. I don't think he said in the one where he said he was going. Just a minute, let me check. I need to check. Let's see if it works. No, that was Kursk Golf. Nothing in there about where he was moving to. I don't know. He's moving somewhere.
Okay.
So anyway,
we
will carry on. My PS5 is now been boxed up. Well, that's only 3 months. Blah blah blah. So I was wondering what games you would suggest for both a non-gaming laptop and a mobile phone. On the laptop,
mobile phone. Governor of Poker 3 is good for the phone.
There you go. That's a phone game. On the laptop, I've already got Telling Lies, Procession to Cavalry, and Firewatch installed. Which are all great.
Firewatch is pretty good.
So Telling Lies, I'm not so sure about Telling Lies. Yeah, good.
Might not be his type of game, but I would install Prison Architect.
Yeah, that's a time consumer if there ever was.
I love that game.
What else? That would run on a laptop.
Yeah, I think it would. Yeah, I think it would.
No, I'm saying what else is there though that would?
Papers, Please.
Papers, Please. What about Theme Hospital and them things that you like?
Theme Hospital, Rollercoaster Tycoon. That'll probably.
Stardew Valley,
probably. Stardew Valley. That's a good shout.
Starbound. That's a great game.
Starbound. Obviously, Minecraft.
Minecraft. Yeah.
Crisis.
Minecraft. Yeah, Crisis.
Elden Ring on ultra settings.
Definitely get that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Those are some good games for you.
Yeah, there's some top tier there.
Yeah. Figured they would not be too demanding. I haven't tried playing them yet. This might end up being an oversight. Any other suggestions?
Vampire Survivor.
Yeah, Vampire Survivors. That'll run on a calculator, so that'll be fine.
Yep.
And that again's very addictive and obviously a time sucker.
Yeah.
So there you go. I find mobile game. Oh, Peggle. What about Peggle on your phone?
Peggle 2.
Yeah.
Peggle 2. They're both on the phone. Balls.
Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah, Plants vs Zombies is pretty good on the phone. Millie's still playing Balls. She's still playing it. Subway Surfers. That's pretty good. Subway Surfers. That's another continual runner game, but it's
Minesweeper. I mean, how far do we go here?
I don't know. There's plenty of stuff you can play. Snake.
Yeah.
Slither.io.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Slither RL. That's pretty good. He'll be pausing the podcast now, writing all these down.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up.
I know. Yeah, there you go. Tainted. Now keep you going. I find mobile games difficult to get into, but have you any that you'd recommend? Well, we've just recommended loads.
No.
Puzzle or maybe something with a story to keep me coming back. So we've given you tons. Thanks all. Oh, by the way, 2 t-shirt sizes. ... So he's aiming. Yeah. He's aiming. We'll see. Okay. Next one is from Phil Taylor. I don't think he's on the list.
No, he's not on the list, so I'll put.
Oh, Phil,
add him on the
list. He's on the list.
He's on the list.
Challenge was accepted. So I wrote in a lot of weeks ago. I was the prick that disregarded with 9% of the game choices. Although I will always be a listener.
Bring it.
And was challenged to try out some different games. Well, I did try out several different games outside of my normal comfort zone.
Good.
First up was Road 96. I played the whole thing and found it boring.
Good.
And felt like my choices were absolutely fuck all.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm just going to tell you straight to your face that what you're saying right now is very boring.
Yeah.
Then I tried a similar type game as Dusk Falls and didn't play any longer than 30 to 45 minutes. Now, we both like this, Chinny. We both pretty much
Yeah,
like it.
but you know,
This
if he
is
said
boring.
he was,
I'm bored now.
yeah, if he said it was boring, I can't argue with him.
Yeah. 40 seemed better than Road 96, but the choice narrative games haven't done it for me since season 1 of The Walking Dead.
No.
Maybe it's
all
just not
those
your
years
jam.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least
People
I
change.
tried.
You give it a go.
Yes,
least I
that's
tried.
right. Keep your mind open.
Well, after those two terrible choices, I went back to an old classic and played through Inside. Such a great
Oh
platformer.
yeah, now
yeah.
we're talking.
And as weird as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Tried a couple of others like Chorus and Relicta. Relicta. From Game Pass, and again, not for me. One of the games I tried and did really enjoy was Omno. Puzzle adventure game with a great art style and simple but enjoyable gameplay. So thumbs up for that. I think I'll stick to what I know for now, but kind of enjoyed the challenge of trying something new, even though they were kind of shite. Ha ha.
Yeah.
So, back to Rainbow Six Siege and maybe my 5th run through of Elden Ring in between my seasons of Football Manager. Unless you've any recommendations for me that I could try. Well, I have got one straight off the bat here for you. Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
Because if you liked Inside,
Yeah.
you'll definitely like Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
And Little Nightmares too. Which
What
is
about
also
what
really
about
good.
Mark of the Ninja?
Mark and the Ninja, that's a good one.
What
What
about
was the
Mark?
one with the
Shadow Complex.
Shadow Con? What's the one where you shooting where it's Gunpoint? Is it Gunpoint?
Gunpoint. That's a good game. Yeah.
Gunpoint. There you go. That's something that you'll
Gunpoint,
never
play
play.
that.
That's
Yeah,
such a
fuck.
great. That's even Duke's telling you to play that game. It's such a good game. Gunpoint.
It is very
Really
good.
played. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else that I think he would probably like. I mean, he's picked some weird games to play there, I've got to say. They're not necessarily things I think he would have liked anyway. So what we're suggesting here, Phil, is not just play some random games just to see if you might like them.
No,
but
just play random game. That's what I'm suggesting.
Play something different, but that you think you might like is probably a better way of saying it.
Nope. Play random shit. Just put stuff on. See what happens.
Play random
They
shit.
get mad when it doesn't work
Any
out
more
right.
suggestions off you, Chinny? that you think
Mark
of?
the Ninja, Shadow Complex.
Yeah, Shadow Complex is good. Hades. Try Hades.
What about Mad Max? That's a good game.
That is a good game.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
yeah.
A little bit
That was a
repetitive.
bit
but
boring.
it's a
Bit
good game.
boring and repetitive after a bit.
Yeah, but it's good. A little indie number
What about-
called Red Dead 2.
Well, Red Dead Redemption.
Skyrim, Rocket League.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh, wait.
let's.
Well.
Oh,
Well.
wait.
Thanks as always for the podcast and keep up the good work, Phil. What was that? What was the nickname we gave him? Phil the Rocket Taylor or something?
No, Phil the Power Tyler, wasn't it? Because he's the darts player, isn't he?
Yeah, was it Phil the what? Phil the what?
Phil the Power Tower.
Phil the Power. I knew it was something. I was nearly right with Rocket.
Well,
Phil
it's-
the Power Taylor. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, moving on. But thank you, Phil.
Moving
You're in
on.
the draw, by the way, for that. Next email is off Tim Kelly. I don't think he's on the draw list, is he?
What up, Tim Kelly?
Bloody
Speaking of
hell, they're all
miniatures,
trying to get a
Stick him
bloody.
down, Stick him down.
They're all
people
trying
want
to get it.
free stuff.
I like.
So-
I was made aware of what Tim Kelly's fantasy football team is on the Seal podcast, and it's called Kelly's
Ah.
Heroes, which I thought
There
was
you go.
good.
Makes
Okay.
sense. Makes
That's
sense.
good.
So the
Like the
title of
film.
his email is Extra Large, please.
Okay.
It actually isn't. It's Hellosh.
Right.
So he says,
Hellosh.
Hellosh. Hi, chap.
Yeah. Sorry, hang on a second.
Hello.
Say
There
that
we
again,
go.
Stu.
Hellosh. Well,
Yeah,
Which
like the
way?
start of the email. Go on.
oh, hi, chaps.
I thought you said hi twats. I thought that's a
Well, he might have
that's
said that as well.
that
He
would
might
have
have
been
been
a
thinking
great-
that when he wrote hi,
a
chaps.
great intro to the show.
You're all well, having a good weekend. I haven't been in contact for a while, so I thought I'd say hello.
And get a little T-shirt on
Hello.
the side. Oh.
Yeah, get a t-shirt. Duke, I hope
Yeah.
your first week back at school went well.
Kind of, a little bit, sort of, not always, but I'm doing stuff now that will get me ready for next week being even better. So thank you.
Well, anyway, I hope you have a great year ahead.
Thanks.
I haven't picked up your new book yet, but I've been spreading the word about Deliveries in Nimbus X. My fiance has read it and
Cool.
loved it.
Oh wow, thank you so much. I really
I
appreciate that.
know. I've also lent the book. I've lent the book to a sci-fi loving friend, Chinny.
Nice.
Yes.
Happy anniversary to you and
Oh,
Tara.
thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you.
That
thank
has
you.
flown so fast.
I know. We're all gonna
I've
die.
I have also stopped playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I played on release, but I never finished it. I've returned it to it a few times, but can't remember the sodding controls in the area I'm in is as hard as balls. Maybe a restart is due when I finally get a PS5.
Everybody's gonna get a PS5, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll finally do it when I get a PS5.
Stu /DJ No Clue. Thanks for the summer mixes. They've been cracking. How are you getting on with Gloomhaven? I'd love to hear more about your non-digital gaming experts. Well, I mentioned all this. I have leveled
He's
up.
bloody mentioned it at the top
I've
of the
leveled
show.
up. I got my first perk. You know what I mean? We're doing all right. We're only on about the 6th scenario, to be fair, so it takes a lot longer than you think.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it. We're sort of on the side of the good guys at the moment.
The good guy.
The good guys, even though we do
But
quite
are they
heinous
really
shit.
that good though? I don't
Well,
think
they are
they're
and they aren't because we're
Let's
helping
say
out
they're
the good
not
guys
really
in the main story. But then when we get aside, like when we get the road missions,
Yeah,
or the,
and you'll see
the
their
city,
true
the city
faces.
missions, we
You'll
do
stare
what we
into
think
the
is
eyes of
worst-
Satan.
whatever's the worst thing we could possibly do. That
Yeah.
is what we do. But we're loving it. We love Gloomhaven. It's so good.
Gloomhaven.
Anyway, question for you all.
6 inches and slightly to the left.
I'm getting married to my fiance Rachel in
Yay!
November.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
You love Rachel.
Rachel and what's this person's name? Oh, is this Tim? Sitting in a tree.
Gross.
F-U-S. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Gross.
Go on.
Have you got any tips for me for the big day? Yeah,
Don't
get
spend-
Shut the
yeah.
hell up. That's
yeah.
how
Yeah,
you be a
just
good
get
husband.
pissed.
I've got
Stagger
loads.
down, stagger down the
Yeah.
aisle and wait, but try not to fall
Right.
over. Is my advice.
Breakdancing is always a big hit with everybody.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just in the middle
Everybody
of the
loves that.
ceremony, not when you're going to just
What?
I'm getting the feeling.
What I've heard is doing the worm down the aisle. I've heard
There
of
you
people
go. And then you'll
fucking
go viral
love
on
that
TikTok.
shit.
What
Yeah,
I
love
would,
it.
what I would, if you want a serious recommendation, Tim, instead of fucking
Is there
these
anything
two
serious that we
banging
could
on,
possibly tell him?
right? Is what I would do is make sure, I don't know how you're getting married, whether you're getting married in an actual venue or like in the back garden. I have
Chinny.
no idea, right? But
It's usually a registrar, and they go, "Do you?
But-
do you? Yeah, you do. You do. Right, you're
you've
married."
got to have a moment to yourselves on the day
Yeah, that's good advice.
and just have, even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes where you just chill out. And also, don't panic, because really all you need for a wedding is a bit of food, everybody that you care about in the same room, and everything will be fine. So,
Yeah, it'll be fine.
and alcohol
Fine.
and a bit of music.
It'll
so,
probably be fine.
So, I mean, it's probably too late for this now, but my actual recommendation for a wedding is don't spend that much, because you don't need to, because it's all a waste of fucking money, because all you need to do is just plonk people in the
Here's
same
some
room.
advice from my wedding. Find a friend who is a professional photographer who's willing to do it for free, and find another friend who's willing to make you a cake for free, because that'll save you a bunch of money.
Yeah. And don't get a shit DJ. Fucking hate shit DJs at weddings.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we started playing the wedding, I was like, I'm gonna DJ, and it's gonna be my freaking phone on shuffle. So I made
Honestly-
a playlist. It was awesome, and just
Honestly, if I could go back, I probably would have got married in my mum and dad's garden, Stu.
Yeah. Well, it's big enough.
It's massive, isn't it?
Bloody
And I-
enormous, your mum and dad's. You could have had a marquee and everything in that.
so I would have got married there, got 2 marquees up, hired in some tables and chairs, hired in some food. I probably would have spent not even a quarter of what I actually spent for my wedding day.
The amount of money you spend on
And
weddings
then
is
I
ridiculous.
probably would have
isn't
got you DJing, Stu.
it? Yeah, no, I would have done it, man.
I know
why
you would.
not?
I'd have been there.
Got skills.
Yeah.
So don't spend that much money. You don't need to.
Another bit of advice, by the way. If
Don't
you
get
have,
married.
Well, presumably you have got a DJ. If he hasn't asked for one, send him a Spotify playlist of stuff you want him to
Or
play.
just bloody get your own Spotify playlist and just plug it into
Oh,
a
yeah,
fucking.
true.
Yeah, really.
Because I'll be
You don't
honest
really
with you,
need to
most
pay
fucking
someone to
DJs
stand
these
there
days,
clicking
they just
through.
use a fucking laptop with your memory stick stuck in it.
Yeah.
They don't
Smart.
actually DJ
I need a
anything.
fucking DJ, do you?
They don't fucking DJ. They just
Okay,
fucking play
everybody,
shit.
I can do your DJ voice, Tim Kelly. Okay, everybody, you just let the Brighton group onto the dance floor. It's going to be a great occasional game. That's what they sound like.
There you go.
Done.
There you go. That's pretty much it. I don't think we can actually give him any real advice, but I hope you have an excellent day.
Have fun. Take it easy. It'll be cool.
And Bail. Run. Go.
Yeah, run. Just
Right.
you've got time. There is time to change your mind, Tim.
There is time.
Cheers, guys. Keep up the cracking work. Big kiss, Tim.
I love being married.
Oh,
I
it's
ain't
not
gonna
so- By the
lie.
way, can I just say, Tim, I've been married 27 years now, so you know.
I've been married
Jesus
73
Just
years.
saying.
Christ. You have got more for murder, are you?
27
years. You left you
yet?
Okay, next email tonight is, I'll
I'll
tell you what, Tainted Brain definitely wants one of these T-shirts, doesn't he? Because
He
he
wants
is yet
one.
again emailed.
Did I say that you could have multiple entrances into the
I
thing?
can't remember. But
Oh,
we're not
no.
doing. Part 3. Hey, Hall. Hey, Hall.
Anybody, if somebody
Hey.
in the chat wants a T-shirt, I'll enter you into the draw as well. So
Yeah,
if
there you go.
reply, if you reply with the word fungus
Fungus
in the
lineup.
chat,
Hey, all, my third entry into the move. I'm currently in the right country and city, although jet lag has had me away since 4 a.m. We don't know where you are. Where are you?
where are you going?
Let us
Did some
know where
exploring
you
last
are.
night, and the vibe of the city reminds me very much of the game Judgment.
Vibes.
I remember Chini saying that he
Judgment
knew
Night.
places as parts of his trip to America from his game playing.
Yeah.
Has this happened to the rest of you? Where is he now? Where is he, Chini?
I don't know. It's a
I don't know where
mystery.
he is.
So who's this
because
from
he
again?
This from Tainted Brain.
Tainted Brain. Right. Yeah. We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let
Anyway,
us
has
know
this
where
happened
you
to
at.
so have you been to a city or a place where you've played in a video game and thought it felt like you recognized it from the video
Well,
game?
Venice, and Stu will say Venice as well.
Yeah,
'cause of
Venice,
Assassin's Creed
obviously,
2.
and New York. New York obviously been there, and that's similar to some
You-
video
you
games I've
Fucking-
played.
other game?
LA as well. LA was like, I know where I am
Yeah,
because of GTA.
GTA. You see,
Mhm.
there you go. So did you get
Um,
lost in the middle of nowhere in LA, and there was just happened to be a car that you could jack and get back to the main
Yeah.
city?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No,
Uh,
there's
Really
a
just like
helicopter,
that.
and he flew that.
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Well, Paris. I was in Paris recently. I recognised some of that, you know, because
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Unity.
The Saboteur.
There you go.
Saboteur. Ugh, I hate that game.
Ugh. It was not good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sleep. Good night, all.
Good on.
And as a great guy used to say, keep on gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Darren
Eric.
Sim said fungus in the chat, so he's in the draw. Darren Sim is in the draw.
Yeah. So, are we guessing right? The fact that he's saying it reminds him very much of the game Judgment, that he's in Japan or Tokyo or somewhere.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Or is he
Yeah.
in? I don't know. We need to know. Where the hell are you?
Where on
We
earth
don't know
is
where you are.
Carmen San Diego? Yeah.
Okay, final email tonight. You're just gonna have to excuse me because
I
I
will not excuse you. It's
You need-
unexcusable. What's going on? You
I
taking
need
a
to
dump?
cough. He's coughing. Oh, he's dying. He's dying. Oh,
God.
finally.
Oh God, he's dead.
Oh, God, we can
Poison
stop
took
the
long enough.
show. We don't have to do it
We've
anymore.
been doing a long knives out kind of thing here, people.
Okay, I feel a bit better now.
We've
Anyway,
been playing the
Yeah,
long
final
game.
work.
Me and Dick have been playing the
Yeah.
long game.
final email
Oh,
tonight. Show
This
questions
T-shirt thing was all a
from
scam.
Fraser Morse. Get him in the draw.
Fraser
Bloody
Moore.
Fraser, the bloody
Oh,
T-shirt lech.
Fraser.
Hi, gents.
Hello.
Hi.
You have to get rid of one gaming franchise. Catch.
No, I don't.
It has to be loved by one of your co-hosts. What gets banished?
Has to be loved by one of my co-hosts.
Hold on. Say that again. Say that again.
So you've got to get rid of a gaming franchise,
Yeah.
but it has to be loved by one of your co-hosts.
This is easy.
What?
This
Okay.
is easy.
I mean,
Is that-
anything VR.
That's not a franchise.
Yeah.
I don't think you know what a franchise is, do you? Do you know what the word means?
Yeah,
You're an
maybe.
English. Call yourself an English teacher.
Well, the word has a lot of different meanings. Because
What does
McDonald's
it mean
isn't
regarding
a gaming
video
franchise.
games? What is a video game franchise?
It's a series of games or
Thank
games built
you.
around a theme. You know what? I think I might be able to. I mean, if I get rid of Half-Life, will it get rid of Portal?
It's in the universe, isn't it?
I'm gonna vote no.
I don't know. It's
Well, then
in
I'll
the
get
same
rid of Half. I
universe.
can get rid of Half-Life 2. I don't mind. Stu will lose his shit.
So
but-
all of Half-Life games, that is, though.
yeah,
So it's all Half-Life games.
yeah.
All
I
of them.
can deal with that. Yep. Alex.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm shocked. Why would you?
Cause I can't think of anything else that people love that I want to get rid of or that I could live without. It's a good question.
I don't know what I'm
Go
thinking.
ahead,
What
Chinny,
about?
what do you got?
Go on, Chinny. You said it was easy for you.
So many of them.
So many.
You're not gonna get rid of Rocket League.
Could do, couldn't I?
No, Minecraft.
Just trying to think
Well,
of
you can't get
what's-
rid of Rocket League because it's not part of a franchise.
Well, it is.
They did that first game and then they
It's a
came out
sequel.
with-
Well, only. I mean, oh God, that is such
Technically
a tenuous
speaking,
link.
technically
That is a
speaking,
tenuous link. No, I don't think you can count that.
speaking.
You can't.
There was a
count it.
reason I wanted to play the Simpsons thing about getting fired. I can't remember what it is.
I would say. I've got one. Yakuza.
Oh,
What?
okay. Yeah, I wouldn't
What
mind
is
if
the
that
matter
went
with
away.
you two? Why are you picking on me?
Because
I know what
because
I was gonna
I
do
hate
when we talked about-
Yakuza, and you like it.
And he wants to get your goat. All right, so Stu, you have to come up with something that Chinny will be mad at.
No,
that way I don't get mad at
I can't
all.
say GTA because I like GTA too.
Yeah, you can't. And you can't
So
say
I
Elder
can't
Scrolls
say-
because you liked Oblivion.
Well,
What about
yeah,
Red
I did
Dead?
think
Could you
about
say
that.
Red Dead?
I did think about
Yeah,
that.
you didn't care for Red Dead that much. Or you liked the first one.
I like the first one though. I can't get rid
This
of the
means you
first
couldn't
one.
play it ever again.
I know. So
What
I
about
can't do that.
GTA? You're not a GTA.
No, because
head.
I like GTA.
Okay.
So it's difficult. But what I am going to get rid of is fucking Far Cry. Because
No!
I fucking hate
That's
Ubisoft. I hate those
trash.
fucking games.
I can live with that, Stu.
You know what? Here's the crazy thing. I realized this recently. I hate the story in all the Far Cry games, but I
Yeah, they're
love the
awful.
gameplay so much.
Fucking horrendous.
Like I want to play the new
Sorry.
one, but I don't want to have to deal with that story because it's just gonna
It had to
every
go,
time
man.
they just like take your guts and they pull them out through your throat. I was gonna play this when we talked about Rocket League's stupid rewards for the season.
Boy, I really hope somebody got fired for that blunder.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Chinny has
Far
nothing
Cry.
to be angry about with all these.
No, because it's hard because most of the
I'll get
stuff
rid of all the
Chinny
snooker
plays-
games.
He's
Snooker
good.
2011, 2022, 2023. Get rid of them.
No, most of the games that I play are good. I've thought
Yeah,
about
you
Deadly
see,
Premonition.
Snooker
Daniel
thought-
Bedcover says get rid of Deadly Premonition,
that
but I
was my
wouldn't be
first
bothered
thought.
because I've
That was my
played it already.
Yeah.
I'm unlikely to
Yeah.
ever play it
It's not-
again.
That was my
Nobody
first
ever cares
thought.
about
Is
that.
Deadly Premonition. Then I thought, no, that won't hurt Stu enough. So Yakuza would hurt him.
No, I'm not bothered because I've already finished it, and it's a game that you would never play twice.
Yeah. So
There you go. I think they were pretty good answers. I think we did all right there.
We did.
Yeah.
And
questions.
that's
Keep 'em
it
coming.
for all the emails this week. So thank you very much
Okay.
to everybody who took time. Like we've said, send an email, podcast@veterangamers.co.uk, or send us
Yeah.
a speak pipe. Just search Veteran Gamers Speak Pipe, and you can send us a speak pipe, and you will get put in a draw
Put in a
for
Yeah.
a free feature
Hook us
that
up.
may or may not be shit because we're not sure.
Yeah.
Might or not be, but you've seen some of the graphics.
I've seen some of the graphics; they look pretty good.
You've seen
Look pretty
the
good.
other graphic with our faces on it.
I have.
So
Hey, she's finally been removed from the class.
So we're not sure. They could be good. They could be terrible. Who
they're
knows?
gonna be good. They're gonna be good.
Who knows?
Definitely gonna be good.
Right, that's it for emails and stuff. And I think it's just a case of doing
Is it
shout-outs,
shout-outs time?
really. Yeah,
Wow.
shout-outs.
It's
It's
time
quick
for a
show.
shout-out. Hey! Yeah, it is. Well, it's a good thing because Chinny's finally feeling better, which is
Yeah,
time for us
Chinny.
to wrap it up.
It is indeed, indeedy do. So
Yeah.
we'll come to you, indeedy do, Chinny you. Go for it.
Shout out to the Seal podcast because I was on this week on the Seal
Hey.
podcast. So
And what did you talk about?
mostly my bowel movements, to be honest.
All right.
So if
Who
you
wouldn't
want
wanna
to
hear
find out the story about how I heard the news of the Queen, but also had to empty my bowels, then listen to the Seal podcast this week. Thanks for having me on, boys.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Tainty Brain says morning, everyone. So that's my shout out.
Okay, Duke.
Yeah, I'll shout
over
out
to
Tainted
you.
Brain because he's been a great supporter of the Nimbus X project. I'll shout out the Duchess because she's also been a great supporter of the project, and she's just awesome. She's making carrot cake tonight, I think. And I will shout out SLH for leaving me a very nice Goodreads review. I haven't read it yet, but I appreciate it. And I will shout out everybody's written in, even if it's just a cheap attempt to get a shirt. Oh, and I'll shout out, can I say about Jamie?
I don't know who's Jamie.
Of course you can.
Oh, okay. We got new art, people. It's looking awesome.
Oh,
If you guys
Jamie.
follow me on Twitter. I made the drawing, my new avatar, and the judges looked at it and went, "You look like you're." I can't remember what she said. She said like, "You look like you're like a diseased rat or something." I was like, "I love it." She's like, "It doesn't even look like you because I got hair on the top of my head, which I don't."
It looks exactly like you. What's the matter with you?
But whatever. I love it. I love the fact that I'm like,
Yeah.
it's a fun drawing.
Yeah.
So yeah, watch for those. Who wouldn't want to have that on a shirt?
Jamie doesn't like drawing people because it's never usually like that flattering. Like to draw people sometimes.
I love it.
Because obviously
he's not going to be a caricature artist on the beach.
Me and you, Duke, we don't have huge egos, so we didn't change anything about our little characters. But Stu,
no, come on,
I need to be different with your face. They don't want the things on my face.
Weird. I had these two weird bloody.
Your ego set. No, I agree. It did look. I think it looked better without them. But
the art style, me and Jamie said that the art style is based on Popeye, so sometimes Popeye characters have like rosy cheeks, you see. So that's why.
Okay.
I don't know. It just looked a bit odd.
So. I don't know if the animation you have cheeks. No, you don't have cheeks on that.
No, it looked a bit weird. It just looked a bit odd.
Yeah, no, you don't have cheeks.
But it definitely looked better without them. But I do appreciate the work that Jamie has put into this. So I do.
So he's playing around with like.
You thought you wanted a T-shirt before? Just wait till you see the art.
Yeah. So we're gonna have about. We might have about like 5 different designs here.
Okay.
So something like that for T-shirts. And also these could be other things like mugs and whatever. But
who knows?
So
the world's
I'm gonna
our
have to
lobster.
Post them somewhere. I'll probably post them in the Discord. And then people can look at them and but like this isn't like we're not gonna have like a shop or anything. Like this is like if you want them, let me know and then I'll have to like just post them to you. Just send me the money.
These are gonna be
trust
exclusive.
you.
Exclusive
You can just get
t-shirts.
it in whenever you're able.
I'm gonna have a bit of an anti shout out.
A shit out, as you might call it.
A shit. Although I'm not gonna call it that.
I like it
because look, I love we all admired the Queen.
Yeah.
Right? And all this stuff.
Well, except for the people in Kenya who were put to concentration camps, but you know.
But everything that's been going on is a bit much. I'm just saying.
Why? What's happened?
Because, like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Right, the day she died.
Oh, hold on. She's dead.
Yeah, I know. Did you not know?
No.
I
well,
know, right?
This actually brings me to the point that I'm about to make. Because she died at about 5 o'clock. It was announced when it actually died, or something like that.
It was about 6:15 because I know exactly where it was. But yeah, go on.
But anyway, whatever time it was, quite late in the
evening.
evening.
I don't.
We'd been watching something on Netflix or something because obviously you couldn't watch anything on the telly apart from stuff about the Queen.
Queen,
right, Queen, and more Queen. And we turned something off at 10 to 10, nearly 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And the newsreader, the first thing he said as I turned it off, and obviously the newsreader came back on, was, just to make you aware, if you're not aware yet, but the Queen has sadly passed away. I'm like, who doesn't know? It's been 6 hours, right? It's on every fucking channel.
But no, hang on a second, though. No, Stuart. No. If you look, you're plugged in. You have things coming at you all day. There are farmers who are out in the field, and then they come in and they turn on the TV after a hard day's work. They don't know. News travels so quickly for many of us now, but there's still a lot of people who aren't just glued to information.
Even farmers, I hate to tell you, but even farmers have mobile phones.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if they do, they might not be able to look at them all day, or like whatever. If you're working in a factory and like the phone's gonna fall into the machine,
who
or something.
the hell didn't know at this?
Your reality is not the only reality that matters, dude. Now, to be fair, look.
I showed a farmer a mobile phone and he had no idea what it was and he threw up.
He tried to eat it. But no, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
There you go.
Well, whatever. Could have been important
thing as well, right?
Go ahead. Now, I was just gonna say, look, I mean, they know that people are gonna like often tune in and like listen more if they start talking about the Queen. So that's why they're doing it, of course.
Yeah. You're joking. You'd have no choice. It was on every single channel.
Yeah, but like this,
right? Because they want to make sure you're watching their channel.
Oh yeah, they're making
that's what people want to know about.
Anyway, here's the other thing that happened right this week, and it's still happening now. Which just to me, I don't understand it. I don't get why. But on ITV and Channel 4, right? No adverts. as
Yeah.
a mark of respect. What the fuck? Why? Why is that a mark of respect? Because you've not got
Because
adverts.
the British monarchy has never been about just making money, Stuart.
Oh, of course not. Sorry, I've forgotten that. But you know
Why
what
would
I mean?
you?
I'm
Why
like-
would you try to crass up
I mean,
a
look, I'm not
somber
complaining
occasion
because it's
like
great
this?
watching the telly with no adverts, but I don't
Well, then
understand
just be
the
happy.
reasoning behind
Celebrate the
it.
death.
I know. It's
Oh, wait,
just so
no.
weird. It's just
I'll
so
tell you this though, Charles, man. Oh, I'll tell you what, man.
King
that's
Charles
just...
III. King
Oh
Charles III.
yeah.
The king.
Here,
What
wait.
about him?
We
What
actually
about him?
have. Here's the thing. We
Tainted
have some
Brain's in the chat.
audio.
Where the hell are you? Where is he?
Where are you, Tainted
Tainted
Brain?
Brain,
We have
where
some
are you?
audio.
We don't know where
we
you
have
are.
some audio from just moments before the Queen died. You ready?
New England, you're going back to old England.
No, I don't want that.
More poison? I mean, tea?
Ah, don't mind if
Wow.
I do.
Yeah,
Now,
I know, right? That's
I
from
was
The
making
Critic, a
point
cartoon
about
show.
What's happening around this? Not being disrespectful to the Queen like you are.
It's a
You
cartoon
are.
from like 30 years ago. That's from The Critic.
It's
classic.
Too soon, Duke. It's too soon.
Is it? Is it?
Too
Is it
soon.
really though?
It is.
Tainted Brain is in Japan.
He is in
You know
Japan,
what?
yay.
Hey, 1776, we got rid of our colonial masters, so you can. I'll tell you this. This is the other thing. Look, when
Yeah,
I was in
know,
college,
I hate to tell you
we
this,
were-
but SLH is gonna fall out with you big time.
Oh,
Well,
I
you
don't-
know
no
what?
one
Look, when I
cares.
was
Everybody's
in-
got opinions. No one cares.
No. This is the last thing I'll say because you asked me on WhatsApp and I didn't have an answer ready at the time. Stu.
No. Millie thought you were a royalist.
Right,
like
Millie
you
wanted to
are,
know.
and
So
I'm
here,
like,
tell
I don't
Millie
think
this
you know. I
story.
said he likes Downton Abbey.
Right. When I was in college, we were playing Trivial Pursuit, and there was a question about someone in the British monarchy. And my friend Garrett said, we had a couple of beverages. He goes, "Fuck the bloody royals!" And after that moment, any question about any monarchs or royal family of any country anywhere,
That was the response.
in Trivial Pursuit, that was an acceptable answer. So anytime news comes up, that's what we all start shouting. So it's nothing personal about y'all's queen or king. It's just that I'm not a monarchist. So
No,
Well,
and
the-
I'm not.
the
I'm not
opinion
either,
of-
to be
I
fair.
know.
The royal family is very split in the UK. Like, there's a lot of people that
Sure.
love them, but there's a lot of people that hate them as well.
What's your opinion, Ginny? Do you like? Are you like her or
I,
a
I,
hater?
I, I
Or
don't really
not
care
bothered?
about like the royal family, but they don't like the Queen, Charles, William, and Harry don't seem like bad people, and they do a lot of good stuff for charity. So I got no problem with that. But to me, it was just an old lady that a lot of people loved, and that had died, which is sad news.
It is. It's always sad when someone
I agree
dies.
with that.
That's sad
It
news.
is sad.
But I
It is.
don't, like, I get all the 12 days of mourning, and I get that it's a process and it's respect and all that sort of stuff. But at the same time, like, it does feel a bit
didn't-
much. But like, it's also at the same time, it's such a big deal because we'll never get a queen that reigns for 70 years, not in our lifetime anyway.
It's just a minute. What if George identifies as female when he grows up?
No, well, what I'm saying is not in our lifetime. We would never see the end of a reign, would we?
Probably
Well,
70
you might
years.
do.
No,
might do
Probably
because
not.
of
because
70
Charlie-
years, Stu.
If it started
You would have to
today,
live to,
we're
like,
not going to live for
200.
another 70 years.
So
Oh,
what
I
I'm
do.
saying is that,
Well,
like,
I'm saying,
it's-
never saying never.
no, I
Not
don't.
with that attitude.
I'm not saying.
If I didn't know better, I think
I'm not
Stu's
saying there
being
won't be another
constructive.
queen. I'm just saying that there won't be another reign of 70 years, and then it ends in our lifetime. That's unprecedented. It's never been done. So that's an occasion. That's something to celebrate her life with and how she, dedicated everything. But for
No, you
me,
are
it's
correct.
just
You are
it's
correct.
That it was
somebody's
made possible.
it's
by
somebody's
someone.
mom, it's somebody's nan, and it's kind of like everybody loved her, even though she tried to put some Buckingham Palace bills out of some sort of fund.
She
that
had
shouldn't have.
Diana assassinated.
And also she killed Diana with
Dude!
with a sniper rifle. I heard.
Oh my God.
So apart from that, like I don't think she really put much foot wrong. So
Wow, Anyway, going past the controversy because we're
Anyway.
about to get taken off iTunes.
yeah. No, we won't.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
Free spin.
Come at me, bro.
I'm actually going to do a positive shout out to obviously Millie for all her hard work getting me an Omega Moonswatch. I am so happy. So well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
Thank
Millie,
you.
I'm
Very
disappointed that
appreciative.
you told him about it. I would have.
And
I
we're
wouldn't-
disappointed that you
never
didn't try to cash in by selling extras on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
street.
I know. Yeah, no, she's too good for that. She's too good for that.
Weirdo.
And that's it, I think, for my shout outs. And we've all done them, haven't we? We're done. Are we
We're
done?
done.
I think we're done.
We're done. I have to no choice but to like focus up and do this work now.
Do the work.
Eesh.
Do the work.
Do
Do
the
the
work.
work.
If you
Do
like
the
this
work.
podcast,
work.
there is
Do the
another
work.
site you should
Do
check
the
out,
work.
which is called
Do the work.
VGHub.net.
Do the work.
Someday I'll play that
Do the
whole
work.
thing, but not
Do
yet.
the work. Do the
Thanks for
work.
listening.
That's suspicious. That's suspicious.
Stop being a villain.
I need to make that quieter.
What does tainted brain mean there? Biggest benefit in the country.
Recipients in the country, biggest
Benefit recipients, like they get the most off the dole,
Oh, really?
presumably. Right?
Is that why he's going?
Oh yeah, no, that's what he means. Yeah, it means basically that.
I mean, because
the royal family
I
of
just saw they're
Doldos
not.
is-
They're not
Oh,
subject
right. I
to
thought.
inheritance
Oh, right. Yeah.
tax. Is that
But
true?
they
They're
don't-
not subject
they
to
just-
40% inheritance tax? What?
Oh, you'd be amazed what they're exempt from. They're exempt from everything.
I'm sure I shouldn't be surprised. Like, I mean, it's a monarchy. They make all the rules. What are they gonna say? Yes, please do take all of our jewels.
Yeah.
Give them to people who
Well,
are hungry.
To put it into perspective, right? Charles lent, what's his face who got done for the
Andrew.
thingy? Yes, he lent Prince Andrew £11 million to pay off his like legal fees and stuff. And
All right,
pay
here's
but
the
he-
real
pay the
question.
fine.
I don't know
But
if
he
y'all
doesn't
have talked
sweat.
about this much.
But he doesn't sweat.
No, he doesn't
Yeah.
sweat.
What's
No.
up with his fingers, man? Have y'all seen these pictures of Charles?
Charles's
His fingers are like bulbous and puffy and like it's
It's
weird.
all like gardening he does. He's a big gardener. Maybe he's pricked it
And
on a rose
inbreeding.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What's wrong with his fingers, man?
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
They look like they
I'm
look
having a
like
look.
Sausages.
they look like sausages.
Yeah, they do.
Let me look. I need to have a look now at Prince Charles's fingers.
I mean, again, I don't wish anybody ill. I'm just like,
Oh
ugh,
God!
what
Right, I put just Prince Charles, and the second thing down is Prince Charles' fingers.
the- Exactly. This is a meme now.
God,
Everybody, look it up. Look it up for yourselves.
They are
Don't
quite-
take my
they're
word.
like- He's got like sausage fingers,
Right,
hasn't
right at the end of the show, we've got the name of the show: Charles's fingers.
he? Charles' sausage fingers.
fingers. Or just Charles sausage fingers.
No, Charles'
Prince
sausage
King
fingers.
King sausage fingers. There
King
we go.
fingers.
King,
fingers.
sausage fingers. No,
King
King,
sausage
sausage fingers. Is
Now we're gonna
brilliant.
get taken
All
off
hail
the air.
king.
Yeah, we
now
will.
are.
King sausage fingers. I
I
like it.
deemed. No, I can't make that voice anymore. She's not the queen. How does Charles say hello? 'Cause my wife used to always love.
Oh, Harry, that Megan, she looks very urban. She looks lovely.
I don't know if we want a child who's quite so distinctive looking. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Camilla wants to know, what the baby's going to be like.
What shade of,
So forgive my ignorance. Is Camilla his wife?
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently
She is the
So is she now the
queen.
queen?
No, she's the queen
huh?
consort.
Queen
Queen
consort.
consort.
Because she's his second marriage.
Yes, so she
Right,
can't
you
be the
can't actually
queen.
be the queen.
Queen.
So then, how did Henry VIII? Were all those queen consorts?
Because Henry
too?
Well,
VIII
he
made up his
just
own
made his- he just made
rules.
up them
Well,
whatever he
yeah,
wanted.
okay, fair
And if
enough.
they disagreed, he just chopped the heads off.
Someone
It
said-
was
Well, why
fine.
doesn't Charles do that then? He's
Henry
the
said
king.
this
What are
is-
you gonna do? Come
I've
at
actually
me, bro.
got some.
I'd love for him to start psyching out on the throne. Ah, fuck!
I've got some script from the Henry VIII thing of how it went down. He's like, yeah, I want to divorce my wife. Well, you can't because you're the king. You're not allowed to do that because you're a Christian and you can't do it. Well, I'm not a
Church
Christian
will
then.
not allow it.
Not a Christian then.
No, you're a Catholic.
Start my own fucking
first.
church.
Oh,
fuck
Catholic.
you.
No,
He was a
Catholic then.
Catholic, and then he went.
I'll just make it
I'll
like.
make up a new
So,
church."
what's your new religion called? Church of.
It's like in Coming to America. We're students at the University of the United States.
Yeah, England. Okay.
Church of-
And guess
Church of
what?
England.
You are allowed
can-
to bloody divorce your wife. and
I
church
can
of England.
divorce people in this church.
Yeah.
So sod off.
And you can boil pizza in our church.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ah, that
This
was the
is
real thing that the Italians were furious at. Like, oh my God, what you're doing to the food? No.
The
That's my
Veteran Gamers History Podcast. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To watch out, Charles, John Green and his brother were coming for you.
Harry, What's James Corden like? You know. I think.
All right, that's it.
Zion, it was
Actually, do you want to hear
sweat.
I guess there's more talking.
Stat
Go ahead,
Duke,
real quick, and then I'm
about
going to stop the
Queen.
recording.
This
Yes,
this is a
right.
stat about the Queen for you, especially.
She old.
Home runs? How many home runs does she have in her lifetime?
The Queen was alive for 30% of America's history.
Wow, that's impressive.
That is impressive, isn't it? 30%.
I would think it might be more. I mean, are we talking 70-76?
I have no
probably.
idea.
So okay, 70-76. So 200 is what year was she
She was born in
okay.
1926, I think it was.
I mean, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, yeah. I guess I think yeah, okay. All right,
here's
yes.
another. Do you want to
Yes.
hear another really good start? Another
Okay.
good start.
Try to find a spot to end the recording. But go ahead.
When did you? I'm trying to remember. She met. I can't remember how many, but it was a massive amount of each of all the American presidents. She's met like
Well,
nearly,
sure.
like loads of them.
And
House
she
of how
spat
many?
on Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, I need
That's
to go.
it. That's the ending. That's
I need
where
to
we're
go
gonna
to the toilet.
Okay, we'll go to the toilet. Have
Yes.
fun. Have a good
Goodbye.
week.
See
Yes,
you
feel
later.
better.
Ta-ra.
And thanks for everything,
See
Stu.
you later. I've
Your
gotta
internet
go.
seems like it's working well, so
Yes,
thumbs
well
up.
done, Stu. It's over.
Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Although it was a bit. There
right.
was a couple of ropey moments.
Okay, I've got to go. I'm on
We
the edge.
couldn't hear
It's going to
them.
be a photo
All right.
finish.